Guys, please check YouTube again. Hello, Carlos Bokang from Botswana. If this is your first time, you should know that my audience is part of my show. All you gotta do is have good light, good internet, good sound, and hit that button, hit that link I just put in. Guys, let's try YouTube again. Okay, guys, I think we're back on YouTube. Yeah, we're back on YouTube.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, we're back on YouTube. We're everywhere. Pakati inside. So no one is brave enough. Carlos Bakang, hit that button. Tell us what's happening in Botswana. Welcome, everybody. Hello. You just lick your tongue on your lips like. Stop removing yourself from the stream. Ebatum. Guys. Maybe she doesn't believe we can be live here. Guys, I went to bed after 7. I've been trying to sleep the whole day. And we're live on YouTube, guys. So go to YouTube, copy the link, paste the link everywhere. Let everybody know we are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. Welcome to David Cowler. Welcome to David Cowler. Got a dodgy cough, guys, which I'm trying to get rid of. I'm just trying to let your people know I'm live on YouTube right now. David Cow live. So where is Moi? I've got Lengana, but I don't know where is Moi or from Moi. I haven't eaten a pie. I had a pie. I had a pie when I was about to test for COVID. We were in the drive-through line, me and my wife. But we called our doctor, and then she gave us advice, and she told us what to do. So my wife was impatient with me, and oh wow, guys, this is my friend, stand-up comedian Marina Franklin, she's from New York, right? And well, she lives in New York. I think she's from Chicago. Oh man, I'm gonna send you what she posted. Let me try and put it on the screen. I introduced her to Mzansi Mandela a couple of years ago, and I guess she kind of saw the news, you know, and she posted her pic. I know I haven't spoken much about Zinzi. I wasn't, you know, it's one of those things. One, I want to give family their space and privacy. So Oh yeah, Tsepo, it was a stickney king kidney. No, steak, steak and pepper or pepper steak pie or something. I don't know. Hey guys, yo, I'm getting who's here? Who's here for the first time, guys? Please let me know. It's a slow start today, guys. Sorry, I literally got up at 21:21 or just before that, 21 minutes past 21 hours, and I wasn't even sure if I'm gonna do the show today. Um, but as it happens with this show, I think someone's got load shedding. Oh, did you see me at the Mall of Africa? I'm buy Lingana from Mall of Africa, bro. I went to look for ginger tea and they didn't have it, and that's why I left my house. And then I went downstairs to that other product, and I have ginger the lemon every day, every day. And then I have my own stuff I make up. But yeah, guys, vitamin C, immunize, boost your immune system, eat well. Oh, my fire is not going anywhere today because I neglected it, and then people were going to sleep. So I'm gonna come back to housing this just now. And I wonder if I can find Marina. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. Who's here for the first time? Please let me know. What is the topic for today? Hello, everyone. Pagat Insight. It's sold out, that thing I asked for. Sure, Ponzo. Here's the first timer, guys. Welcome him. No, I'm not 100%, but I think I'll get there. Maybe I'm just waking up. But I was trying to sleep all day. Yo, guys, it's freezing now in Joburg. There's a proper cold front. And just opening the door or going outside for like 30 seconds is just a disaster. Zandi didn't know, first timer. Another first timer. Another first timer. Yeah. Another first timer. No, alcohol ban is real, shame. Who here has been affected by the alcohol ban? Either you make money from alcohol or you work for an alcohol place or you need alcohol in your life. Hello, Gail. Welcome back. You must welcome the others that are here for the first time. That's now your job on the show. Some people still have load shedding. So alcohol ban, load shedding, cold front. Go shotang, mar. We're in a state of disaster. Now we're in a proper state of disaster. Okay, this can be good news. Wow, clearly I'm missing some sort of a game. Arsenal leading. Nangu Continental. If you are not from South Africa, also on the timeline, or watching from another country, let me not say if you're not South African. If you're watching from another country, let us know where you're watching from. Another first timer. Welcome everyone who's here for the first time. This show is about nothing and everything. So just be ready for anything and nothing, basically, and understand that you may be the guest for the show tonight. No, man, prostitutes, I think, can work. But now level 3, they may have started because some strip clubs have opened again. Ladies, do you let your man go to the strip club? Or your husband? Someone is watching from another country in Cape Town. Mago or Mago is watching from Chi-Town. Also, you would know Marina Franklin, maybe. She's a stand-up comic originally from Chicago and now living in New York City. And guys, I can't find some of my pictures, eh? Wow, I think I emailed. I send an email with nothing in it. Sorry, guys. So, how many people here? Chi-Town, Mtwa is in. Yes, I keep forgetting where Mtwa is. No, Khwanyiwa. July. If your pastor told you July is your month, go get your money now. Go get your money back. Newcastle is in the house. Pretoria. Hello, Boiti. PE is in the house. Oh, Larry is the one of the herbal products, or not herbal. What is it? Larry, you said you are in business, but you refuse to press the link and tell us what you do. You want Talas not to lose weight. Oh, your birthday is July 18th. That's my daughter's birthday. Cape Town. So, do your ladies allow you to go to the strip club, guys? Or your wives? Ladies, do you allow your man, husband, boyfriend, are they allowed to go to the strip club, or do you go with them? Princess Bushes, what job are you doing tonight? Someone says they're watching from Nkandla. How do you want to? It's too late for you. Voyo, what are you doing in Kandla? You must remember the only Kandla people have in their head is the actual address and someone's house. So I don't think a lot of people understand Kandla is a setup. It's not just that one complex that we know. Even Munna Khashwari never had an interest in strip clubs. I don't go. I won't allow her to go either. What's wrong with strip clubs, guys? Oh, shame. What about to shapua ki moya, shapua ki cold, shapua ki letswai, and you have no one to say no to not go to a strip club. This is ish. You have a Shandis problem, shame. Wow, he can swing in the bedroom. He can swing on the pole in the bedroom. Okay, ladies, do some of you strip for your man? Can I send you the link? You can tell me a joke, or you can tell me one of my jokes. And by the way, I want to introduce you to Mello. I think she's amazing. I think you'll love her. And I'm planning her live music performance show in the next couple of weeks. The performance would be in the next couple of weeks. And you haven't been on this show, hey? Please tell me when you can come to the show. I know you're busy. You're back on in the mix and performing, but can I send you the link right now? Let me know. Because if you're gonna be here, you might as well do something and contribute positively. You see, wabon abantu bayakuthanda, guys. Non-Tutuzelo Puani or Tutu Puani, who is living in Belgium, and it's up to. So I think it's somewhere go Attersville or somewhere. I think. Are now, guys, I must make jokes. Of course, David Live gets exclusive exclusive tickets to Mello's show, behind the scenes, backstage. Definitely. Princess Butles is going to home care tonight. Ish. Ow. Mutumang, can you join us and tell us? This is important information. Guys, if you have good light, like the first person who pressed the link and then disappeared, and she had such good light and good, and a good, she looked like she had the perfect setup. Press the link, Vanyu, Nyame, Anyamela. Mutumang, there's the link. Do the right thing. Because they are the first point of entry and point of departure. Why do we pick on people in the front row of the? And just so you know, when you come to a comedy show and you decide not to sit in the front row and sit in the second row, and there's no one in the front row, you automatically become the first row. So you might as well sit in the first row. I'm not sure what Neville is saying, guys. I don't know if Neville is saying he strips at the Royal Park Hotel, or he's a stripper at the Royal Park Hotel, or he used to be a stripper. Maybe I missed the message from Neville. I don't know. Edwin, switch on your camera. You're trying to come on the show. Parangena Yes, I went Oh, I was picking up my new glasses from my optometrist. Guys, I've got this cough that won't go away. Sembora. You've been where, when? To a strip club? Puti, never been to strip club locally, but my one and only experience of a strip club in Hamburg involved live goof. Not sure the strip clubs some high have the same. No, they don't. Hated Dal, but to Bloemfontein. Jabulile Jebu, welcome to the show. Hello, Ips. It's just a cough, I've actually lasted quite long without a flu because almost every winter I get a flu from around April. But because I've been building my immune system and keeping warm and going out of my way to just not get a flu or any type of flu, I haven't had any type of flu. It's like a cough, maybe a day or two or something, and that's it. I'm waiting for you to press that link, please. Yeah, no, my voice is definitely not here tonight. Unless you guys want me to warm it up, I can do that. Mutumang, please press the link. Please, please, please. You can offer help on the show. You can participate and put your knowledge to good use. All you gotta do is press that link. Lawrence R. He's never ever been to a strip club. There's one in Johannesburg where a lot of people go and love the food. I mean, I don't know now if it's still the same. Somebody left at 6 in the morning. Guys. Our blessers are here. Okay, Tuto and Tutu must meet. I think you guys will catch fire. And I think Tuto will like Tutu's music. And yeah, you guys will catch fire, I think. But all you have to do is press the. So don't do Zelo. This is how it works. If you go and watch from YouTube, there's a $sign next to the comments, and you can basically get me to do anything you want for money. So I'll tell you a joke if you want me to. Let me see how many of you watch my YouTube channel, or if you've seen everything on my YouTube channel. I'll find you guys a stand-up comedy clip. Just for you to do. Just for you to do. Just for you. Just for you. Just for you. Guys, we are at 15,000 subscribers. When I started doing the show, I think we were maybe at 12,000 something. It's been a good couple of weeks. Thanks to David Carl Live. Thanks for you guys coming back and watching. I'm trying to find stand-up comedy for non-Tutuzelo.
wedding. I had a big wedding. That's where I was, right? I had a big wedding, and I was told Greek people give money for presents, right? And I was like, fantastic. I got people at my wedding, and I got there. There was 198 black people, 2 Greek people. So I paid $2,000. All the other black people, I had like 5 2-stars, 3 cancels. I don't know what it is with black people when another black person says to them, boss, we are getting married. And the other black person did that. The first thing that happens is fuck, they're gonna need a toast. So I made very little money. I went into my wedding in a profit because my father-in-law refused to let me pay the water. So I went into my marriage literally in a profit. Because black people will be like, hey chief, why can't you marry? Serious? Yeah, okay, wait. For now we're just gonna slaughter. We're just gonna slaughter, and then they welcome me. Then next week we go, and then they welcome me, and then we got that, and then I'm gonna say, and then 10 years later we get that invited. Parents of blah 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 would like to invite you. Hey chief, the 10 years later your son is your best man. What's going on? You're not married yet. But there's a solution. There's a solution now to us not having enough money to get married. I'm not making this up. You can Google it. It's now a bank where you can get a loan for a bond. You can. I won't mention the bank. They pay me.
So guys, this is from a stand-up comedy show I recorded at the Soweto Theatre when I turned 36, 6 years ago. And I've never released it. I've got it. I've got the full. Hey guys. This is like a 90-minute show. And this is one of the shows I said I want to release, but I'm still planning how I want to release it. So yeah. Anyway, let me not interrupt my own joke, Shem.
But you can Google it. You can literally now walk into it and get a loan, which is the best thing ever, especially for guys. Because literally, once you have the loan and you pay your wallet and you're married, if anything happens and things don't work out, if you're lucky, you don't even have to ask for it. Because the divorce means half of the stuff is good. You can literally just withhold 3 or 4 people. Literally just don't pay the loan. 3 for repayment. Just the bank will always the bank wants their money back. The bank will give you a case. How are you, sir? Yeah, you did the 3 payments. You got an extension. Come, she's in the kitchen. Which works up until then, if you are a guy. It works only up until because the bank will keep trying to get the money. So the worst that's going to happen, you're going to end up with, could be your best friend or someone else you know, marrying your wife much cheaper at an auction. Guys, the banks won't stop, you know that. If you're in an auction, trying to look for a car or office, that's when you thought the auction was finished. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before you go, ladies and gentlemen, one taxi, ladies and gentlemen, 2 cars from that same anyone. Anyone from that same 3 cars, come on, 3 cars, ladies and gentlemen, anyone from 4 cars. 4 cars, anyone from that same ladies and gentlemen, come for the last 4 cars, anyone. 4 cars, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's do this again, it's very fresh. 5 cars, 5 cars.
Explore and experience thousands of.
Oh, there's been a movie called Entanglement, guys, in 2017. But you should know, Nollywood looks like there's been a few entanglement movies in Africa already, in Ghana and in Nigeria. Guys. Okay, I don't have the rights for this. I don't know if there's a trailer, but I'm just letting you guys know, and I'm letting YouTube know. I'm just looking for a trailer, or maybe checking if this movie is for real and does exist. So I'm not trying to profit from this movie or someone else's movie. Just so we understand each other, YouTube.
Simple. To be frank with you, I'm scared. Get the fear. I'm scared.
See a mirror. No successful man, in quotes, no successful man has ever become successful without taking risks. Come on, man, take this risk. Be bold.
Just
No successful man has ever gotten any success without taking a risk. No successful man. I guess it does exist, guys. I saw some of your comments when I was playing my stand-up. Some of you. Is Facebook still on, guys? No success. No man has ever had success. I think so. I think space is fine as far as I know. No successful man has ever had any success without taking a risk. Zanu, you are telling your own stories now on the timeline. I know you want to press the link. Just press the link. Then you can tell us about your bed and your springs. Which sound is not great? Okay, Facebook is on. Which sound is not great, guys? Zanu, there's the link. We haven't seen you since your birthday. So yeah, guys, let me know. I've got that stand-up comedy show that is outstanding. Means it's there, but I haven't done anything about it. It hasn't done anything yet. It's entangled into my hard drives, where I shall decide. Okay, everybody's fine on everything. So yeah, I was telling you guys about my friend Marina Franklin, and I once introduced her to Mama Winnie, right? And I was Zingzi, obviously. So Larima Boto, I see you. I'll be with you shortly. Oh, you guys should have told me. So, guys, that's Marina Franklin. She's a stand-up comic, stand-up comedian, good friend of mine. And I had introduced her to Ozinzi a couple of years ago when she was here for Black Zombie Comedy Show. Like proper, maybe 12, 13 years ago. We have our first guest for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, Larry. Hey, brother. Hey, Larry. Larry.
Hola, hola, hola.
Sure. Aru Prefect.
Legal.
Okay, boss. What's happening?
I've got an echo. Hold on.
That's your own house, right? Your own sound.
I'm getting an echo.
So you have to switch off the other.
I'm getting my. Like I'm Deva.
Kishapo guy, boss.
Butlepil. I think it's not better. I can do.
Hey, also, put in your Facebook and YouTube or wherever you are.
Hello.
Sure.
Deva.
Sure, brother.
Utlwa mosena.
Rauta mnat, blind.
Ngangutla.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sharp.
Dinsang.
O khona ngutla.
I can hear you. Just talk. Don't worry. We can hear you.
Ne ke sharp Mdeva. O qetetse data.
Hadi boy. I'm working on a data.
No, the thing is ke kgathetse. Ke tla run back ra eish butu busy ke up and down.
So okay, where are you now? Where are you now?
Hold on, let's do this. Okay. No, ke kwetse. Ke sharp Mdeva. Since go gqina matsatsing. Kuma last year kwana.
Kokai.
Yeah. Sharp. Since go gqina. What sharp man. Wangutla.
Larry, don't worry. I can hear you. We can all
Ke
hear
sharp. O qetetse fela data o bina fela. Ai, watsa ke ngabana go bolai.
you.
You can hear me.
I can hear you. Guys, we've lost Harry, guys. The usual suspect is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oi.
Sure, Brazano.
How Mr. Cow, how are you?
Sharp, buena.
Hey, I'm good, but could be better.
What's going on?
If I had a new bed, I would be ecstatic.
What's going on with your bed?
You know when you don't use something to its full potential, and then it starts to lose its value because you're not using it properly. So one of the springs, while I was sleeping, decided to just puncture out of the bed. So I was feeling, yeah, something is. So either it's because the springs has not been working through to its full potential. So almost the springs, when you do cloth, they go up and down. so, so I think maybe that's one of the reasons why they decided to remind me, hey, dude, go get a new bed, or at least don't forget about us. Get someone, even if it's a one-piece job, because it's dry at the moment.
But Zano, what's your situation at the
moment? What do you mean? Like what type of situation? Like entanglement. Like an entanglement. No, you see, this type of questions can can make you I think I'm coming. I think it's flu or something. I don't know. You know, my birthday yesterday. My birthday was good and bad at the same time.
What happened?
You know, okay, I went to work. Everything was fine. So the said moment about yesterday was one of my cousins phoned me. Cousin sisters phoned me. So they got tested with corona. So they have tested positive with corona. So now the only reason how they got infected was they were taking care of their sister who had tested positive.
Yeah.
Then then the sister was 100%. She's fine, but now unfortunately she got infected um, by the sister. But now it really got to her. Like I was talking to her over the phone, and she was not in a good state. Like she was hard to breathe. She couldn't breathe, so she was breathing heavily. And so yesterday, I was at work. She phones me, and then she was singing "Happy Birthday." And I could see she was well, here. I could hear she was struggling. So it touched me a bit, and it made me realize, hey, this thing it's very serious, because she tried her best to sing for me, although she was in a state. Then later that night, I phoned her, but now the cousin sister picked up the phone and said no, she can't speak because she was getting worse. So it really bothered me. It really bothered me. And then I phoned her today. But when I phoned her, her voice was way better than what she was yesterday. It was way better. I'm not gonna say the funny part, because what happened was, yeah, today she went to the doctor. So the day before, the reason she couldn't speak, she was actually having a heart attack. Like literally, she was because she had pains on her chest. So she went to the doctor this morning. So she was telling me, as she entered the doctor, she she literally had a heart attack at the time, like when she was entering. So then they gave her injections, like 4 injections at once, just to try and sort her out. So the doctor was saying, no, you were having a heart attack. And if she didn't go today, it would have been her last heart attack, and something bad could have happened, because now the doctor was saying he doesn't know how she survived yesterday's heart attack. He doesn't know how she survived that. So then, but she's fine now. She's not 100%, but she's getting better. I can hear it from her voice. That at least it gave me hope that, okay, no, she'll be fine. So it hit me hard, because I was like, okay, this thing is really out there, because people tend to not take it serious because it's happening elsewhere, far from them. So then they don't want to take it serious. But as soon as it hits home, then you start to realize that you must really take it serious.
Yeah. No, it's here,
So
Chief. I told you my uncle is a medical attendant in Cape Town, and he has seen more than 100 patients already. I think
that's true.
in 1 month.
That's true.
So
Today, as we're talking about it today, retail, retail, you get a lot of things, a lot of stories happening in retail.
yeah,
So talking about that, what our rule now is, when you come in the store, we scan you, and then we check your temperature. If your temperature is above 37.5, you won't come in the shop, unfortunately. So we scan you, we sanitize you, you go in. Scan you, sanitize you, you come in.
yeah,
So two guys actually. The first one, he's not wearing a mask. So he comes in, security stops him. We say, dude, you're not wearing a mask. Unfortunately, we won't let you in. Guy says, "No, I'm gonna go in," and then he goes in. So the security I think he called me, but I was busy, so someone else went to attend to the guy. So they approached the guy. "Please, sir, can you please wear your mask?" "No, I won't wear my mask. Nothing wrong," and all of that. So we say, "Okay, you know what? If he, oh, then he says no, he's gonna struggle to breathe and all of that if he wears his mask." And we're saying, "Look, everyone in the shop is here is wearing a mask, obviously for health reasons." And he says, "No, he's not gonna wear a mask." So you say, "Okay, we are not gonna help him purchase the items he has at the till. So he's just gonna stand there. We're not gonna help him." So if he did not need the stuff that he wanted, he was just gonna walk out the shop. So we decided to take mask off the shelf and then take one and give it to him just to help him now to wear a mask. So he ended up wearing a mask. He bought the stuff he needed, and then he left. The
But he
second
shouldn't have
guy,
been allowed at all.
yeah, I see you get those customers who use force to go in, and we don't want to use force now to roughly take the customer out the store. Then we have another issue. So we ended up coming the situation. We gave him a mask, and he left. Now the second guy, the old guy also, he comes in. Security scans him. He scanned 37.5. Security calls me now. "Hey, Zed, can you come through and help this customer?" So I come in, approach the customer. "Sorry, sir, what is wrong?" First thing the guy asked me, "What is the government's rule in terms of the high temperature? What should be the maximum temperature a customer should have?"
I think
So
it's
now,
30.
yeah, I think it was 38 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So he asked me, "What is the government rule?" Now I'm thinking, yes, I don't know what is. I didn't listen to Ramaphosa. What did he mention anything about any temperatures? So I'm thinking there. Then I gave him our stores one, which was 37.5. Anything above 37.5, we're not going to allow you to come in. So he says to me, "No, you went to go play golf, and then their maximum temperature is 38. So why are we not following that? Is everyone using
It's
their
38.
own?"
It's 38. That's what they also told me at the golf club where I was playing. 38 is
38.
where people are not allowed, or they at least tell you, you need to. They'll check your other issues. Where have you
Mm,
been in the past 14 days? Did you come in
mm.
contact with someone who might be positive, etc., etc.?
Positive. Yeah, so he was asking me about the government policy. Then I told him, "Look, ours is 37.5. If you're above, then unfortunately you won't be able to go in." Then as I was still talking to him, he just walked out. And he was not even wearing a mask. He just walked out. And I was like, "Okay, you get your good days, you get your bad days. Then you continue
So
with the day."
you see, now it's illegal to not wear a mask in public, or now everyone is forced to wear a mask in public from the president's speech. It,
That's true.
now in public you have to.
But now, how do you? It's difficult, or it's a lot of admin. If you see someone who's not wearing a mask, calling
No,
the
it's your
police.
shop, it's your store. Your security must not let him in. It's that simple. He mustn't be
Yeah, it's
allowed.
it's true. But now these days, on the Customer Protecting Act, it protects customers with a
No,
lot of things.
no, Zano, we're in a state of emergency.
Mm,
And that's why we're forced to come home. There's nowhere in the constitution it says I must come home at 9 p.m., but now I have to.
mm.
So
That's
now I'm
true.
being told I must wear a mask. You have to wear a mask in public. You are putting other people at risk. The best
Yeah,
way to
that's
prevent corona is you wearing a mask so that if you have it, you don't pass it on. That's the whole point of wearing masks. It's not even about the mask preventing me from catching corona from you. It's about if you have it, you don't spread it, you don't pass it on.
yeah, that's
You
that's
have to
that's
first,
that's
you can't let people in who are not wearing a mask. And now, since the president's speech, it's illegal to be in public and not wear a mask.
that's true. That's true. I think it was the security was either also Like he was shocked. Maybe you see someone who does that, and it's difficult for him now to use force to grab an elderly person. It's a sign of respect also, probably. He's like, I don't want to do that, let me call someone else.
If an elderly person is gonna kill you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's gonna over infect you, and they're at high risk. So yeah, you get those people who are like that. But unfortunately, you have to be firm and try and resolve the situation in the best manner that you can. But next time you learn every day with those type of experiences, so that you can act better the next time it happens.
So were you turning 28 or 29?
No, I was turning 28. I was born on the 14th of July, 1992. So actually, my ID, my old ID that I found when I was digging on my mother's files, it said there 1993. But my green copy, it says 1992. So I never queried it because by the time I realized I've already used my 1992 year. I already used that. So if I change it, it's gonna change a lot of things. My varsity stuff I used 1992, so it was gonna change a lot of things. So I turned 28 yesterday. So I know people think maybe I'm 30 something, but I'm still a young man who's still gonna experience a lot of things. So now I turned 28, Mr. Cow. I turned 28.
So Bree here says you look like her ex.
Yo?
I don't know if she's willing to tell
I don't
us.
if I can see a picture, I can try and verify, but I don't have a lot of exes.
How many
So
exes do you have?
hey, you're putting me on the spot now, Mr. Cow.
No, exes just mean that. Having an ex doesn't also mean you've slept with all of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Just
So if I can think from the top of my head, regardless if you have slept with a person or not slept with a person, um, I would say plus minus not more than not more than 20, I think. Plus minus. The plus minus is very important. The plus minus is very important. So it could be less, it could be more. So listen properly. Listen properly. Yeah. The plus minus is very important. so, so so I've had a couple of entanglements in the past. So um, I want to see Bree. What's Bree's name? Maybe I know her from somewhere. I've traveled a few places, so maybe I've bumped into her somewhere. I'm not sure.
How long? What was your shortest relationship? How long was your shortest relationship? Or what you thought was a relationship, not a one night stand snack. What you called a relationship.
My shortest relationship would be, my shortest relationship, Mr. Carr, would be. I have to dig deep now. Call it a week, maybe, because what happened was I might have forgotten other relationships that were the shortest, but the one I can think of at the top of my head now is we were at an outing, and the only reason that relationship happened is because when you went an outing, you had this group activities that you do. It was like a self-development program that we did. So we were grouped together. It was me, two other guys, and one colored lady. So then we ended up helping each other on group activities. I was the motivating guy. You can do this, pushing her. Hey, you can do this, walking with her when she's tired. I give her water. So I was that guy. So it was like a 4-day trip. We never kissed. We never did anything. And then everyone assumed that she was my girlfriend. So I went with the flow. So I decided, okay, everyone is thinking she's my girlfriend, and we are talking. Then we were in the bus. You know, now when you're in the bus and you sit at the back. So we decided to sit at the back. And then she was sitting next to me. It was a 3-hour bus drive, and in that 3 hours, I was only using my hand like this. I put my hand around her like that for 3 hours. That's the only thing I did for the 3 hours. I only put my hand around her like that for 3 hours. And it was so awkward because I wanted to change to another arm, but I couldn't because of the position we were sitting. So she was laying like this on me, and now it was hot, so I could feel her sweat. I still remember that day. So I could feel her sweat on me, and now it was so awkward. I couldn't tell her to get off because I was also enjoying the moment, and everyone was looking at me like, "Oh, Zet, oh, Zet." So I was like, "Yeah, I'm the man," but there's nothing else that was happening. So by the time we had to get off, I was the first one to leave. So now it was awkward. I was thinking now to myself, hey, should I give her a kiss maybe? Or should I just give her a hug? What should I do before I get off? So what I did, I figured, you know what, the bus stopped. I just got up, took my bag. I said goodbye without giving her a hug or a kiss. And she looked at me, I looked at her, and I left. And it was the last time I saw her. I didn't take the number. I did take the number actually, but I was panicking. So when I took the number, I wrote 9 digits because she kept on saying the number over and over. And I felt so stupid now. I feel like I don't want to ask her again, what's the number? I just saved it, although I know the number wasn't 10 digits. Then I figured, no, let me live with her sweat on my arm. And my arm was so numb after 3 hours of staying like that in the same position. So that was the shortest relationship, maybe, if I call it that I can remember on the top of my head.
Hello.
Hey,
I'm alright. How's it?
I'm good. Why do you look bright?
No, David. No, I'm here to clarify something. I'm just here to clarify. It's important that this thing get clarified. Wabana David and Zano, I am 40 now. My exes count from 38 to 40. From 38 less, we don't count anymore. We don't count. Do you understand?
Okay.
So it's a 2-year thing. From 38 to 40, that's where my exes get counted. From 38 down, we don't count anymore. That's how it works now, right?
Oh, so my I don't have exes currently. So technically, I don't have exes until I reach 40.
2 years, no, 2 years. So from you're 28 now. So from 26 to 28, that's where you count exes. From 26 down, you don't count. They don't count anymore. You start over. We can't. I mean, we can't. Our relationships don't even last a week. We can't be counting exes anymore. I mean, whenever you're having short courses or you are on a conference and short courses, that's a new term now, Dave. The short, the like a week is a short course, a conference. Anything beyond 6 months is like a long game. But it's the courses are little. Yeah, so that's how we count now, dude.
Okay, hold on. Peter is making an example. Not you have to be 40, but she's saying your exes, you only count the past 2 years of your life. That's
yes. So 2 years you count. Otherwise, no. Everybody's our ex in Joburg. Nahana, everywhere I walk, I see my exes. No, can't. And a little thing to count an ex, your relationship must have at least gone over 3 months. At least. Otherwise, it's not a relationship. It was just snacking, and it's okay to have many snacks, right? Otherwise, we doomed. You know.
It was a piece.
But some are Zoom
Hey?
It
meetings.
was a piece job.
But
With the
some are
stepbrother.
Zoom meetings. They're not relationships.
Yeah, I give Zoom meetings.
Was it Lebohang and Temba? Did they have something? Don't you remember Lebohang and Temba?
Who's
Lebohang who
Lebohang?
just commented now. Lebohang just commented now. It's not her first time on the it's Lebohang. It's not her first time. I remember a few shows back. The Temba, the original Temba, her and the original Temba. Remember when Temba came in?
Oh, this guy's back.
Larry, your sound boy.
I'm back, guys. Hi, guys.
Hello,
Joe.
Larry.
Hey, guys. Network. I give it load shedding and network is bad.
Okay.
So, le ke botsa jwale ha ina le snack jwale ke ha se part ya
I
ex.
did count. No, those aren't relationships.
Snack can't be your ex.
No. A snack can't be an ex. Snack is snack. Snack is a snack. Otherwise, how many exes? How many exes are we going to have? No.
No,
Yeah.
they don't. That's why I said relationship and I said not snacks. I
Level
said
3 counts. Yes, level 3 counts. Level 1 and 2 don't count. Sorry.
But then,
You know what
guys,
I'm noticing.
what do you
I'm
think,
noticing. Yeah. Toots,
sorry, guys.
Toots, what's your full name?
Tuto.
Tuto. What's the surname?
Gwangwa.
Gwangwa.
The reason I'm asking, the reason I'm asking, you look at my name. My name is Zanokolo Hela, which is my surname, right?
Yeah.
You look at Mr. David. Mr. David, it's David Cow. You look at Larry, it's Larry. I didn't see his surname there.
It's Mabutu.
Mr. Kawi once said something back in a few shows where if you go to, you went to the States, then you realize people's names there are your Shaniquas or whatsoever. And then you ask a South African, what is your name?
Yeah.
It's David Cow. It's not a Xhosa name. Like Larry, and then you look at his surname. Like Larry is a white person's name. But Larry is not a white person. Why is there always on names? There's always like a white name. Then it's obviously your surname.
Obviously, apartheid, Zano. You didn't live in
apartheid. It was apartheid.
Zano,
it was names that some people, if you didn't have an English name, someone at Home Affairs would give you an English name, or a white teacher would give you an English, like a Catholic, or wherever you're studying. A teacher anyone who couldn't pronounce your name would give you a white name.
But also, they also gave, also black people use Christian names, as they call inverted commas, to disguise. It was also a disguise thing happening. Now what David they're stuck with this disguise. I don't know why I say pizza Tabo. I don't understand, but hey.
Okay, guys. Zano. I've got two names, ne?
Yeah.
My first name is Tabang Leri Mabutu. My twin brother is Tabo Gary. So it's TL and TG. So now, and because I was born in the 80s. So yeah. But from from primary, like use my first name, and then when I went to high school, like use Larry. The only issue was people misspell your first name. So every time you have to spell or no, this is how you spell Tabang. So I used Larry because it was shorter, and also because Valley there's too many T's, Botabo, Tabi. So it was too many Botabang. So but now I'm using Larry because it's short and you cannot spell it wrong. because I hated every time you had to go back. Oh no, this is how you spell it. And because when I was growing up, I used to stutter a lot. So now you can imagine, spell lebitso lao, and so I said no, I'll just keep it short. So I'll be clear.
No stutter, boy.
Yeah.
How did you get over it?
How did you get over it? Tepo Swart still stutters.
Yo. When I used to watch your show back in the day, somebody Dada Man, I used to get offended. Nah,
but you know Dada Man stutters, right? For real.
Yeah, but the sad part was you'll find Oko Classic. There's like two of you, ne? The other one is worse. So you start, so you can't really because so you like yo. So you like, okay. And then you start to think to yourself, right, I'm better than that guy. I was thinking, I can actually do better. So, no, honestly.
Does your twin brother also stutter?
No, he doesn't. But he was more of an introvert. So I used to sell sweets, I used to hustle. But the stuttering part, Kiona, it was hectic. But confidence-wise, no, you couldn't do anything. You couldn't tell me, no, I can't. You know what? So you grow a thick skin.
What do you?
But how did you get over it?
What stuttering?
Yeah. No, I realize I do get to a point whereby, especially Ukwatile. So
get like it.
Yeah. So over the years, I've learned to stay calm, and because the minute you are quick into getting angry, you can't say anything. So now I was always good at if there was arguments, I would just walk out. Like, you know what? Let me go and cool off, come back. My babies and what this, I just walk off. I'm like, it's fine. Because the minute you snap, guys, you start, and then now you can't make sense because you are angry. So I've learned to stay calm, and because I'm crazy, I've got a crazy personality. So it helped me a lot. I've got crazy friends. Like you'll cry every day. My friends are crazy.
So Larry, you said you used to hustle a lot. You used to sell sweets growing up. You were saying right now you are selling herbal products or something. There was something you said you're selling at the moment.
Yeah, I'm selling ISO tea. It's a detox tea. The reason why I decided to go into that, okay, I used to sell hair.
Where can people find it?
Can you show us? Can you show us the brand, the tea?
No, don't show the product.
Tea. I'm sure you've seen it. It used to be green. Yeah.
How can people get in contact with you?
With me, my Instagram, it's at Larry Mabutu, because it's simple.
Okay.
They can DM me. Yeah.
And this tea works.
Yes, it works. It's good for if you're having issues with your skin problem, like your eczema.
Okay.
If you're having issues with constipation,
Zano,
digestion,
are you listening?
bloating,
Listening carefully.
fatigue, period pains,
okay.
Period pains. This is finance. So,
it's okay.
Yeah. But the most important thing about the tea is the fact that it helps you to lose weight, because most people, they struggle with weight loss, baby fat. So and especially our people they need to be educated, because now it breaks my heart Bodaki especially, we take our health for granted. I don't want to lie, guys. I don't know if you've seen it.
Mm.
We take our health for granted. We wait until it's too late. And motho how come guys, you have to invest in your health. Motho ore expensive, but how much how much money you spend on useless things? Like it's sad. It's sad, guys. So I decided to go into this because and so normally on a regular basis, a detox because it helps you with fatigue, it boosts the immune system. How
Let's go. Tell me more about period pains, because a lot of girls, a lot of women go through the most hectic. I'm lucky. I don't have any hectic period pains. I'm lucky. Like some women, for guys here, they can't do anything. They have to sleep. Like the first 2 days of their periods, it's the worst pain ever. They can't do anything. So I think it's interesting for now there's a tea that can help with this stuff, because hey, women are suffering out there, these period pains. And then when they become moody, you guys don't understand, right? Because these things, they are low, ma. They bite.
The reason why I decided to go for this business, this tea thing, my partner, a friend, inverted commas.
Yes.
So a friend is anemic, and normally when she goes on a period, it used to be hectic. She would go on 2 packs in a day. Like she was a heavy flow when it comes to period pain. It was so hectic. Garage. And then somebody told me about the tea, and I thought to myself, you know what? I've got nothing to lose. Let me try it. If it will help.
Yeah.
So I decided to get the pack, and the one thing that it actually helped her, especially Hatra Matsatsi, it reduces the pain in terms of the pain, and also it reduces a heavy flow. And then she gets to a point whereby in a day, we're not going to use 2 pads as opposed to it used to be the whole pack. I had to go to the garage and I mean, this is what it's called. I mean, really busy clicks because of back in the day, you used to like a newspaper about. So now,
depends. Depends.
Back in the day, so it helped in terms of that period pains, and also the especially about a lot bloating and constipation.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice.
And
what's sort of a constipation? No, Larry. Constipation is universal.
No, but
constipation is universal. Bloating, yes.
Yeah, but it's for everyone. Okay, constipation is for everyone because most people don't go to the loo regularly, and then you wonder why you are always sick because
exactly
in a week you are unhealthy.
Guys, you have to go 3 times a day. Hey, by the way, to do number 2, 3 times a day for you to be healthy. If you don't go 3 times a day, or at least twice, you are full of cack, basically.
Yes. For my aunt, when I got the tea for her, high blood, high blood, high cholesterol. The one thing about the tea, it regulates your high blood level.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, so it helps you with your high blood and cholesterol. Guys, it's 100% organic. It's herbs. It's all herbs.
Yeah.
And high vibe. So you might think it's not bitter. Libana from age of 4,
okay.
That's
good.
How much is the tea? How is it sold in one pack? Is it a box? How much do you sell the tea?
You get it in a pack. So this pack, it's got 2 tea bags. So it's got 2 tea bags. Mamela, relax. it's got 2 tea bags, né? And then we get it in a 4 liter. It's a 4 liter. So you brew it overnight. So you brew it for 5 to 8 hours, 1 liter. Then you dilute it like how it's a oros. So you dilute it with a 4 liters. But for mutara no mukawanyana, it's a 3 liters, it's a bit strong. For rona di lenda le bom deva so, I tell 4 liters is sharp, just to clean system. Yeah. You drink 2 cups a day. This pack, it helps you to lose 2 kg in a week. This pack, it helps you to lose 2 kg in a week. In a week, guys. I'm not lying. So you can drink for 5 to 10 days. And guys, it helps. Little sinus, guys, it helps you. But the message, if I talk about na,
the question was how much?
How Alendelu uta Alendelu rutu ta udimu fela gai. Ah, Joe, Tembisa.
Wait.
How much? How much? How much?
It's 350 a pack.
Like
and
2 tea bags 350.
350, yes. Guys, this tea, it has over 26 health benefits. 26.
Okay.
And it works.
I'm gonna try it.
Try it. If only the sinus, migraines, it helps you with that as well. If you can't sleep, insomnia.
What are the herbs? Can you read at least 2 herbs or 3 herbs? Root in the herbs. So.
There's ginger.
Okay.
Peppermint leaves. There's maybe it's myrrh, like myrrh. Yeah, and then there's marshmallow. There's papaya. Oh, by the way, papaya for maternal issue with skin. Apparently, it's a plant they use, especially if you've got scars. The reason why most people get a glow when they drink this tea, it's because of the papaya. That's why even when you have wounds, you heal quicker because of the papaya.
Okay.
Yeah, and then in ginger, there's did I say? There's holy thistles as well. There's what's that? There's blessed thistles as well. So there's about 9
next to him. Who's next to you?
Cousin. Hey, cousin.
Ah, yeah. Cousin, you are lying.
Yeah.
Okay, Larry, at least you push it. Hello, what I'll push him.
No, I'm David. What else about blacks only in Rehatet in Fate? Hey, Palatam David.
Corona. What do you mean?
David, are you aware of your first blacks only? I was at the Civic Theatre Loen.
2004.
Because I've been watching. Yeah?
2004, October.
2004, I was there. And then you even had a one-man show next door. That other small theater is at Tolimba to Bapaeka Konigara.
Yeah.
So I've been your fan for years.
Wow.
No, that's great. Thank you, man. Yeah. That's 17
years.
At the Black
I didn't have a car. I used to walk to Braamfontein. I would take a taxi back to Berea because I used to stay go Berea. It's really on my way to Bramo that I walk.
Oh wow. David, so top fan. This is a proper top fan. You've got a lot of fake fans here.
No,
this is a proper top
fan.
Who
says it works? Who knows?
And then at least Empress Palace, travel like Empress Palace. How Empress Palace are Sentin Convention Center? Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, no.
This is a proper top fan, Dave.
Yeah, but you know what? There's one thing I've most people didn't realize when it comes to blacks only. People will think it's expensive, guys. like that. When it comes to laughter, it's priceless. It's priceless, and especially if it was stressful, you go through hell. When you go to blacks only, you come back.
So
Therapy. Therapy.
No, I must be honest. Linda must say, when I used to go to David's shows, when he started moving them to Boxberg, where you need a passport to go there, I stopped going. Man.
Yeah.
You laugh like you're crazy. He's funny, this guy. Listen, Mona Liana. Funny, David.
I used to say, if Kinale somebody Tamalena, I used to say, don't even bother to put makeup. You wasting your time. Just come as you are, because makeup will auto fail before show it fail.
Yeah.
I used to wear light. I used to wear just a fella skipper jacket because I knew it was so bold. Give sweat. The next day, my voice is gone.
Yeah,
Then I knew,
that's David. That's the
David.
old David. David. Yeah, he's funny, this guy.
Yeah, but anyway, guys.
Thank you, Larry.
Look after your health, guys.
Eta.
And we only live once.
Tara. Thanks, man. God bless you. Good luck with your business. I've put your stuff at Larry Mabuto. People will go to Instagram and then they can DM you from there.
Shoshom Deva.
Yeah. And then
guys.
Botuto bo mama batla testify. Kita testify kam khaba tuto ta testify ka di period pain.
That's it.
Sharp, guys.
Maybe King Debs will tell how regular he is now.
Debs
are change. Debs are pero soma ban. Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't pay attention.
Again, you can't enter here without your again, Debs. It's the thing now. You have to go. Can you hear? I'm playing it. Yes.
Hey,
you know what?
I know. I just enjoy the show, watching the show while I'm on the screen. You know, see myself there. Yeah.
You can't just sit there and interview other people.
So everyone is speaking. They think I'm looking at them, and I'm looking at myself.
It's nice, ne? It's like a mirror.
Yeah, it's like a mirror, you know.
You know what we must do? We must get Jess Buddha, and then we pair him with Larry, just in case there's any problems with this tea. You know, I think Larry will need Jess Buddha, just in case with all of these promises with this tea. If there's any legal issue, and then you just DM Jess Buddha, and then they will sort it out, just in case there's any legal issues. So if Jess Buddha is listening, they must.
He's frozen.
So yeah, if Jess Buddha is listening, they must pay up. And one thing I want to testify on there also, I heard him mention stamina. There's two keywords there. He mentioned stamina and period pains, that it helps. You know, if I'm using that thing, I have energy, and then the second party is also using that thing as well. It will help both parties. You know, top, stamina, helping with period pains, same WhatsApp group.
Sharp, son.
You know, the problem with this health products, I had a friend who used to sell stuff, but I think these people, they go to workshops, and they train them. they train them to talk, convince, and I'm not sure, to manipulate, maybe manipulate people. So this guy used to sell stuff, health products, but I won't mention the brand. So this guy, every time when we're sitting together as jimbos, like it doesn't matter what are we talking about, he will find a way to twist the conversation whereby he's gonna talk about health, and then he started talking about his health product. Well, this thing can help you, this. For example, we playing soccer, and I feel like, now I'm tired. Let me take a break. He'll come, you're tired. It's just been 5 minutes, Joe, but already tired. I think your problem is, and then he starts.
But you were correct to do that.
No. But he must do it to some limitation, because not all the time when we're together we know, this guy is going to talk about this stuff. If we're working at the computer, and then you're just resting.
Yeah, but I know.
Like you're just
pyramid scheme, I can't do the process thing. It's a pyramid scheme.
Exactly.
Why do you think it Why do you want to take one? As a pyramid scheme, I say, by the way, and it has thyroid problems.
So here's my opinion. I saw here there's someone who says they work for a pharmaceutical company. That's why they don't want to comment on the tea. But the truth is, we have a problem as Africans, because we've left everything that we used to do traditionally, that our parents or great-grandparents used to do traditionally. Remediation, teas, plants, vegetables, meat, all that. We've left how we naturally used to survive. And obviously, we've adopted a lot of Western practices and Western medication, which is really a quick way out, or a better packaged way of getting rid of illnesses or sicknesses, etc., etc. So, but that comes down to packaging, marketing, visibility, advertising budgets, etc., etc. That's the only difference. So to me, the whole traditional medicine and teas and herbal teas versus panados and this is not different from medical doctor and a traditional healer.
I mean, look at now, right?
Lingana and dig a cure for you, a plant.
I mean, the
other one writes
Lingana,
go to a doctor, to a pharmacist.
Lingana is a hero right now. Lingana, I grew up with Lingana. My great grandmother in Rustenburg, I grew up there. I never had the flu. All I know is when it came flu season, there was a very terrible thing she used to boil. Add 2 teaspoons guagua. I was never sick. I don't remember growing up being a sick child. I don't remember being a sick child. So now, Lingana during this period is the hero. Is the hero of the moment, but we don't want to recognize it because, hey, it was not made by the other people, which is ridiculous. And it's sad. You know what I mean?
It boils down to what Mr. David is saying. It's all about the packaging and marketing, because it's the same thing. Everything that we are drinking, if in the Western culture you're using like your aloe veras, it's all the natural stuff. It's just that it's packaged in a better way. It's packaged in a better way than what you would find it in our normal or culture.
Coca-Cola bottle.
Because if you take it's true, Tabza. You take aloe vera, you put it in a bottle, you sell it to someone, they won't drink it. But if you buy it in a shop, same thing. You decorate it, someone will drink it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
The problem with our people, after packaging it very nicely and doing everything nicely, they'll be here, they'll be briefing at you about it. And then the next thing that I don't like about it, these products, they are very expensive.
Exactly, which is unnecessary.
So, and most of them, when you ask prices, that is why I was laughing when Larry, they asked the price, and then it took him like more than 3 minutes to answer the question. When you ask the price, For example, if someone is doing something and he believes in it, he knows this thing is quality, and he knows it's worth the price. When you ask such person a question, how much? He'll tell you it's $50 or $100. But once you ask someone a question, say how much, then they start to explain to you the benefits, the advantages, the what. Then I pick it up there. Okay, this person, he doesn't believe the price is going to tell me that the product is worth the price is going to tell me. That is why he want to lay the foundation first, so that when he tells me the price, I don't get shocked, but I believe. But if it's something alluring, it's 20 rands. There's no one who can spend 5 minutes to you explaining how the benefits of this thing at 10 rand. They'll just tell you, no, it's 10 rands. Then when you know, okay, let me buy it. Then when you can experience the benefits of it. And the other thing with this product, especially for losing weight, they will tell you, no, you lose weight, you do this, you do this. And then when you buy it, there is pills they told me, okay, they make you lose weight. Then I decided, okay, let me try them. Okay, this lady, she told me, like, I can give you the instructions how to use these pills, but before I give you the instructions, you need to buy first. I can't give you the instructions first. Okay, they were not really expensive, so I bought them, but they were expensive, but not really expensive. So I bought them, and then and then she bring them, and then now it's time for instructions. What she told me, it actually what's gonna make me lose weight, even if I don't use the pills. If I follow the instructions, I'm gonna lose weight, no matter, even if I don't use pills.
You were dribbled. She dribbled you. You were dribbled.
And then I'm that kind of person who like to prove a point. I still have the pills. The bottle is still full. I'm just following her instructions. And I can tell you guys, I started following the instructions, I think, around Boma February. And now I can see the difference. Even if I can't visualize the difference, but when I'm wearing my clothes, even when I'm putting on the belt, I can feel, oh, now this belt is a little bit loose. Like I'm losing weight.
But also weight thing. Speaking of weight, a lot of people don't understand how weight loss process works, right? So in other words, if I take the or a exercise or whatever, the first thing that happens is your body breaks down the water. We all have a lot of water. You're carrying a lot of water. So it's first water, it breaks down the water, and then you start losing water first. Losing fat only comes much later. So people, the problem with weight process is that they expect tomorrow mokaba will, or tomorrow the fat that they have is gone. And they forget they first have to get through the water process, which is a hell of a process that when the body starts breaking down, it starts with water, because all of us have like 90% of water in our bodies. And then it starts going to fat. And that's when you go into a fat losing process of weight, which is why exercising then becomes important. But we all want after 2 days. What the hell are you expecting after 2 days or after a week? So you are right, got instructions. You have to follow a certain like now I'll tell you now, no product is going to make you lose weight alone. Do you understand? Nothing alone is going to make you lose weight. You have to exercise, you have to eat well, you have to sleep. Importantly, if you don't do number 2, you will not lose weight, guys. If you don't go to the toilet twice at least a day, you will not lose weight, because where's all that waste going? And I give it to where's it going? If you don't go to the loo, forget it. Forget about losing weight. David, you are speaking.
I remember my friend this guy we were working with go spanning. And then he said, it was around lunchtime, Kaboma 12, and said, guys, I feel like going to toilet. I'm like, it's waste. Like, I'm going to toilet and now it's lunch, so I'm going to throw away something and then eat. Why don't you just, I don't go to toilet and then I don't eat anything?
I'm thinking now,
I'm a runner.
You're saying you've been using the pills since February.
No. I'm not using pills.
He's following the instructions.
I'm just doing the instructions. I can share instructions. I can share instructions for free, guys, because I know I paid for the instructions, but I don't mind. I can share them for free. It's easy.
Guys, let me explain something about
but what
the
I
show.
think,
Hold on,
hey,
son.
Mr. Cow.
Guys, when I say copy the link where you're watching the show and paste it and put it on your social media, tell other people, I do the same thing. That's number one. The show is 4 hours long and people come and go during the show. So there's people, for instance, now that are on Twitter that might not know the show is on. Copy the link, I go to Twitter, I post it. There's 3-4 people here. I don't have, that's why sometimes I'd even take myself off screen or just put the person that's talking on screen. But remember how this show works, guys. There's a laptop in front of me, okay? What you guys are seeing is like 25% of the actual screen. The other 40% is comments. The other 20% is the people that are in the show or not in the show. And I'm doing all this by myself. So I'm doing everything. I'm the one that first reads your comment and then I put it on the screen. And then there's comments every 2 seconds because some of you are even just talking to one another about nothing that has to do with the show. So sometimes,
but also it's unfair.
But sometimes
it's unfair.
I'm not listening, but I'm listening, but I cannot look at the next comment or even delete some of the comments that are nasty that sometimes people write or some of the things people say about other people that are not cool because that's not what we're about.
But also, I think it's unfair, David, that you have to be put in a position where you must be justifying what you're doing. People, I think, needs to...
No, I'm only explaining because I think some people, it's their first time on the show, for instance. Or they just don't get it or they don't know the show. So, but it is what it is, you know?
Yeah. I can shop steward. I will shop steward. Now we were talking about what were you saying?
Zanu was about to say something.
Zanu, why in the dark, dude? You're wearing a cap. You're in the dark. You're hiding your face. What's going on with you today?
No. The thing is, you know what happened? This couple of days, I've been wearing the same cap, wearing the same top. So I figured, because what I do is when I come back from work late, I don't like changing into something new. I just wear what I was wearing the previous night. So now I figured, hey, okay, I'm gonna come in the show. I'm wearing the same thing I've been wearing the whole week. Let me quickly, and it was load shedding. Let me quickly go and change, wear something bright and a gray cap. But I see it didn't work because
is that bright?
It's not that bright. No, next time I'll change it. No, I was about to say, as I forgot now. Before Mr. Kawu was
explaining
about that. But adding on what he's saying, and what you commented in saying, there was no reason for Mr. Kawu to justify what he's doing. In some cases, you get. I'm not sure if you guys last month there was a guy who was posting because there was a guy who made it in life who had cars and money. So he posted stuff. I think we spoke about it in the show. He was posting stuff about giving his mother money and buying cars. Now people started to bash him about that, and then he had to apologize for no reason. And then Somizi came on tweet, came on I think on live video or Twitter saying no, the guy was not supposed to apologize. It's if he must do what he wants to do for his family. So you do get people who would put you in a position where now you have to defend yourself for no reason, which that happens to me. It happens a lot to me as well. Then sometimes they're like, okay, you know, no, this person doesn't know me. Let me not waste my time and try and justify the things that I do for them to make them feel happy. At the end of the day, you must make a decision that will make you happy and make sure you won't regret it after you've made it. So if you make a decision, you're happy with it, even if it goes wrong, at least you know that you made the right call for yourself and not for the other person.
Zano is at carte blanche today.
So Zano, let me tell you, turn to your left, okay? Turn to your left with your phone. The way you are sitting, turn to your left. No, turn your body and the phone. No. So the
body and the phone
will always be looking at you, whether you're taking a picture outside in the street or in the house. Your problem now is the show looks bad because of your light. So anytime you complain, you mustn't think about how your dark side, it's fine when you don't mind. Remember, there's thousands of people that watch the show, that watch it later on Facebook, on YouTube. So generally, for me, the product I'm delivering, that's why I say anybody can be on the show. All you need is good internet, good light, and good sound.
And good lighting.
I don't care who you are. That's all I need for the show to happen, for someone to be a guest on the show. Because we are on a platform and there's aesthetics and the basics of good light, good sound, good internet. So that's why I always stress that before I send the link or when people come on, etc.
We have been school today.
Yeah, you must remember my grandmother was a teacher, so and a good teacher.
My mother was a teacher. My mother was a teacher and my father was a plumber. It's a good combination.
How is that a good combination?
I don't want to ask that. Somebody was doing a house call, and then Zano was born.
So that's how maybe the tap was leaking, and my mother decided to call my father to come and fix the tap. And then, almost in these movies how it goes. You get the plumber guy who comes and fixes the tap, and he ends up fixing more than the tap. So that's how I landed on this earth.
Speaking of bras, now that Lihle has come on, I want to ask the ladies, since lockdown, I'm not wearing any bras because, hey, that thing would look is uncomfortable. Is any lady here during lockdown wearing a bra? Every day you wake up with a bra. Hey?
My wife doesn't.
I don't as well. I stopped wearing bras. And then the weird part was when I went to play golf, then I wore a sports bra. The most uncomfortable process ever. Like it's so weird because you guys don't understand. You don't have boobs. Well, some guys do. They need maybe a cup. But guys, wearing a bra, it's like you are being held. It's like it's like if somebody's grabbing you by the shoulders. That's how it feels like.
Is it
so it would be interesting to know.
Does it depend on the size? Does it depend on the size?
No,
not necessarily. It's just you just held.
Okay. Even if you have the right size, it will be uncomfortable at some point.
Yeah. It's like something being held. You're being held the whole time. Imagine.
What do you do for a living while we wait for these ladies with their bra sizes?
I wake up.
You wake up?
No, I'm joking. I mean, I work for this other one of these big companies in SA. I'm in IT.
Oh, okay.
So I'm a
I know which one.
Are you
I'm one,
working?
Nice.
I'm one of those essential workers, you know.
Are you working from home?
Sorry?
Are you working from home?
Yeah, I've been working from home ever since, even before lockdown. I think, if you can remember, there was this time when President was addressing the nation and then they said they're gonna close the schools. I think on Wednesday. I think that was a week or 2 weeks before lockdown. I can't remember. Yeah,
That was the weekend. Or since then you've been working from home?
Yeah, I've been working from home and I'm not married yet.
Married. Advertise yourself.
Who are you home alone with? Who do you stay with?
I'm staying alone.
And how is lockdown being for you?
Hey, it's very stressful, to be honest, because I'm single. I'm single, guy. And yeah, because I'm here in Jozi, and originally I'm from Kwakwa, Free State.
Yeah.
So last time I was at home, it was last year in December. Then I came back in January. Normally, I frequently go home, but then since lockdown started, I was supposed to go home during the Easters. But then, unfortunately, it was locked down. And then we are stuck here. Even the complex I'm staying here, visitors are not allowed. So it feels
even
like
still.
Even now. So it feels like I'm in a solitary, in prison, in a solitary, what do you call it?
Confinement.
Yeah.
Askisi. But now do you at least, but I mean, can't you find somebody in your complex to snack? I mean, you must have people in your complex that you can snack.
No, the people, most of people here, they stay with their families. They are married, or others, they are in relationships.
Yeah, it can be an entanglement. What like entangle alone.
So if I want a snack, I have to go. Kasi at least even if it's locked down, but there's life there. People can see people. Then Tamilo Camel there.
Sure, brother Victor.
Sure. How are you, everyone?
Sharp. Please switch off if there's a TV or another thing playing in the background.
Yeah, we could relate.
No, it's just it.
You're not watching another live thing like a Facebook or YouTube.
Sure.
If you're watching,
this is the first time I get to understand on the radio when they say switch off the radio.
Sure, Victor.
So you can hear me clearly now.
Yeah, Maraleta Mabon. You can't even see you.
This is the first time I get to understand on the radio when they say switch off. No, there's a feedback. I think it's from you, Victor.
Maybe it's network. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be network.
Yeah, because there's nothing.
Go out and come back.
No, it won't change. Remember, because of the network across the country, not everyone now is on the same. It's weird.
Is he being load shed? He's training our eyes. Wallow shed.
No, you know what happens, David? I noticed like when you check the link in the comments, when you click the link, it takes you to another tab. So if you weren't careful, you are not aware, there'll be two tabs playing at the same time. The other one, it's little bit delayed.
Yeah, but the tab it takes you must close where you were watching the show. That's
Yeah,
why
that's
they
what maybe he's not closing where he was watching.
Yeah, it's exactly like Tito was saying. Why on radio they tell you because you're gonna have a delay and you're gonna hear yourself after you say something.
Come,
Because
Swart. So tell us, we were solving your snacking problems. So or we are allocationing and then
allocation in this life there doesn't matter with Kasi, but Kasi kaofela tse kileng a fihla tsona, people are living.
But aren't you afraid of catching corona, especially if you're
corona?
especially if you're
that is why I don't even care about snaking, because snaking is the last thing in my mind. Because Tuto, sometimes you'll realize some things are important more than others. Like your health, it's important more than snaking. You can snack, but it is your last time snaking, and you catch this thing when you die. If you can wait until everything settles down, you can snack for many, many, many more years.
But you know,
no, Victor. I know the feedback. Oh, Victor.
Yeah.
Close the other window where you were watching the show from, and only keep the premiere window. It's bad. There's like a bad bug.
It's right now.
No, there's a bug.
Close. That's better. Wait, what was he doing? Yeah, close the other.
Close YouTube.
YouTube. Or Facebook. Okay, it's fine. What do you want to say? What do you want to talk about? It's fine. Don't worry.
No, I just heard you guys talking about those pills of making people to be fat and all this kind of stuff. So, I'm one of the person that I don't use pills. I'm a herbs man, so I use natural. I don't use things that they've been reproduced.
I know that sound is bad. Popon, say your headset. Take it off. Take it off. There we go.
It's fine now.
Yep, perfect.
Okay. I'm saying that I'm not a fan of using pills. So,
for losing weight or for anything?
For anything.
So far, what do you use herbs for, and where do you get them?
No, when I grew up with my granny. So if I'm sick, she will tell me use this specific herb, then you'll be fine. If I'm having a running stomach, she will tell me, okay, use the leaves of nargis, then you squash them or you boil them, you drink, you'll be fine. So I use different herbs from different situations. So as for pill, even at home when I'm sick, if they try to send me to hospital or whatever, I don't go. Because I'm afraid also of hospitals.
Are you the only person who does in your home, in your house or at home, or everyone in your family?
No, I'm the only one.
So where did you get that from? How did you know that?
No, it was. Oh, I grew up with my grand. So my grand, she's no more. So I grew up with my grand. She's the one who taught me all these things.
And then, how long have you been using herbs? Since you were a child, or some stage you used the normal medication?
No, since I was young. So I'm using those herbs. I'm not a fan of a pill. Actually, they say that even doctors, they say pills is not healthy when you're using often.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I avoid to use a pill whenever I'm sick.
And then when you are, where do you get your herbs from? Or is it all homemade stuff from?
Yeah, it's home. Maybe it's a tree that is grown there, or aloe vera and all those kind of stuff. They are there at home. So just go there and pick them. Then I mix them. So
where are you right now? Where are you?
Oh, now I'm in Limpopo in a small town called Old Days. So I'm staying with my brother. sitting lodge.
Holidays.
It's not a holiday. I'm just quarantining myself there.
Did you have a scare for COVID?
No, not really. But he is safer than being at home, really at home, because we are mainly at home.
Where's home?
Home is at Musina.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why is he breathing? Why is he breathing like this? Why? What's happening, brother? Why are you?
Okay, yeah. I wanted to comment about that also. And when I grew up, I was also like that guy was talking earlier, saying that he was talking. Yeah, I'm better.
Oh, okay.
But now I'm better. But when I was still growing up, you couldn't hear, you wouldn't hear nothing.
So how did you control it?
Sometimes, because when I talk, people will laugh, or some will say, "Hey, relax, slow down," because they can't hear you. Sometimes when I talk, people will think that maybe I'm fighting, but it's not like I'm fighting. That's how I am, because I try to talk fast, and they'll say, "Relax." So every time I will try to calm myself. I will try to talk slow, and slow, so that
it has a lot to do with breathing and relaxing and coming down, actually.
Yeah, so even public speech also helped me, standing in front of people talking. So it's also helped me a lot.
What do you do when you have to talk publicly?
No, most of time maybe at church I do stand up and preach.
Are you a priest? Are you a pastor?
Wait.
No.
Oh,
what is your mother tongue?
My
what
mother tongue. Okay, my mother tongue is Tswana, but it's complicated because my grandfather is from Malawi and my grandmother is from Botswana. Yeah.
From Botswana.
But my father is a Tsonga.
True. So
Lekani.
So which is your dominant mother tongue language? I'm going somewhere with this. What is your dominant language?
Where I grew up, I grew up speaking multi languages. So,
how many can you speak?
So where I grew up, we speak Tshivenda.
Tshivenda.
Yeah, we speak Tsonga. We can speak. I can speak Shona because we are near from Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So we can also speak Spedi, and but we also have this other Pedi like people who speak Slovedu. You know Slovedu, like Daso.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. Because I'm in Ndebele, hey, but I can't speak Ndebele. So I grew up Setswana, so I speak Setswana. Go ahead, Ndebele. Ndebele from north. Go spread kwa north kwa. But I can't speak. But is it true that with Tsonga music and Venda music, because I'm a runner, right? And most runners like to say, if you want to run the whole day, just play Tsonga Chivenda music. It just makes you run the whole day. Is it true? Why? What does it do? I don't understand.
No. And I prefer Tsonga music because even those beats, they make you to have that kung fu, you know. So even early in the morning when I wake up to run, I listen to Tsonga music. Then I know that it will give me energy to jog.
You see?
Because I love
and you can jog all day. You can.
Not all day.
Even snacking. I hear even snacking.
So
you can snack to that music.
Nah. That one I don't know about that one. I'm not sure about that one.
You mentioned preaching at church. What do you do for a living?
Okay, I'm a student at VUT.
VUT Kunje Kevin, Venda University of Technology.
Yeah.
So are you in like your 20s?
No, I just turned 27 on 6th of July.
What are you studying?
Logistic and supply chain management.
Let's wish him happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Mara, you're not sure about your age. Are
I'm
you sure you are?
27. I'm 27.
Okay.
So yeah. So but before I can go to VUT, I firstly went to college and I studied marketing.
You were 32 before you went there. You were 32 and now you're 27.
You see now.
I'm gonna meet you. You can't interrupt people while they're talking.
Eish.
Ke coupon ya mang elang, guys. Ke coupon ya mang elang. There's someone's coupon that keeps beeping.
No, sorry, it's my aircon here.
It's winter.
Okay, what is VUT? Venda University of Technology.
This guy, eh?
What is VUT?
VUT is Valley University of Technology in Vanda Bay.
Oh, it's so you're studying Koval.
Yeah, Koval.
And now you are in Limpopo, quarantine.
Yeah, since they chased us there at rest, so I have to go back to Limpopo.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, because of
Victor,
Corona.
your dots are not connecting, but okay. Okay, stay here. The truth will come out and you'll be relieved.
What do you want to know? Ask, I'll tell you. I'll answer you.
No, it's sour. It will. The truth will come.
Which truth?
That there's a line missing in between. You had a step and then because you missed another step. There's something happening here with you. Yes, it's true.
Something like what?
You can listen to Tsonga music. You'll find yourself jogging to another country. It's apparently. I don't listen to music when I run because I need to listen to my heart, and also the road. I'm scared that I might just get knocked over by cars because you can't hear. But yeah, most runners have declared if you want to run long, put on Tsonga music. So I'm just wondering when you do the other activity and you put Tsonga music on, yay, man.
Why don't you find out and tell us?
Yeah, you must try it.
Snack to Tsonga music.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you give us feedback.
Okay. But I don't need speed. But okay, I suppose I'll experiment.
I think that's true because I remember when I used to use a taxi from Joburg to Fairlands. I used to catch the quantum. Some of them they play those Tsonga music early in the morning. Hey, and they will fly you. They will fly. And I said, bengu, and it's flying. So I used to know if I'm in a taxi and it's not playing Tsonga music, there's a possibility that I might be late. But if I'm late, I'm in a taxi and they're playing Tsonga music, I know I'm safe.
So here in Limpopo, we also play those Zim songs. If you want to get early at Johannesburg, we play those Zimbabwean songs. How we get early at Jozi.
Wow.
It's not that far.
Wow. Wow.
The driver will be flying.
Hi.
Yeah. So I believe it's true. If you jog with those Tsonga music, you will jog, Baba. You'll find yourself jogging from Musina. You'll find yourself in Cape Town.
No, I'm not. Okay, guys, people think, I'm those people, ne? Those people that say, I can dance, and then they dance and they don't know how to dance. It's not that because I talk about snacking, I'm a serial snacker or I snack all the time. We are adults. It's good to talk about snacking. So there is nothing wrong with snacking, by the way. It's good for your health. It releases stress. It's good for prostate. It's good for women and their cervix. So there's nothing wrong with snacking. It's a beautiful thing to do. It's just that it's a very complicated thing too.
Yeah.
So please don't get the impression that because I'm always talking about snacking, is that I'm a serial snacker. No.
Are you staying with someone there? Or are you staying alone?
Staying where?
Where you're staying? Where you are now?
I have a roommate.
Oh, no, I see now.
Is it a male or female?
Eh?
Is it a male or female?
It's both.
Yeah.
No, guys. Okay, let me clarify. I don't live alone. I've got somebody that I live with. It's my cousin brother.
Okay. So when did you last get snack? But again, you're talking about snack.
When did I last get snacked? On my birthday.
When it was?
My birthday was on the 27th of June, and on the 28th, I snacked for my 40th.
Oh, okay, with Bay. Or you were just in temperament.
Sorry? Victor, what are you saying?
I said with Bay now.
With Bay? Yeah, whatever I want to call that person. Bay, contractor, top up, lover, yes.
Okay.
Entanglement.
Victor, you
What's wrong, Victor?
Victor, when I was next.
Yeah.
When was the last time one naba, Victor? When was the last time one naba?
I think. Oh,
come on, Victor.
It was my
this thing is the same as what you were saying. If
it was my birthday
you have an
present
ex
last year. Last year,
No,
July.
Victor, stop lying. No, stop lying.
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay,
stop it.
Let me be honest.
Stop it.
Let me be honest. Ne?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The lady that I'm dating, ne?
Yeah.
Yeah, she stays at Zimbabwe, Harare.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm dealing with international, so you can see it's locked down. So
So the question is, when was the last time you snacked, Victor?
it was last year, July.
I
visited
lying.
last year, July. Last year, July.
Lying.
I said, now I'm
You're
not
lying.
working, so I can just go there.
You're lying to us.
Why?
Serious.
Possible.
So Tuto, since you're saying he's lying, when do you think it was last time for him?
Yeah.
Maybe 2 weeks ago. Maybe 2 weeks ago. And it's okay.
Let me tell you where I am now. I'm in the bush, far away from every person. At the bush where there's no one. So I'm always alone, just like King Tibbs are there. Yeah.
Do you miss
So
snacking? Do you miss it?
Yeah, I do.
Excuse.
Tuto, I thought you have a plan. That is what
I do like you want to cry.
Excuse, Victor, excuse.
So Victor, there at Val, you don't have entanglement nyana for snaking.
Val is closed. Victor's person is in Zim.
No. I'm asking because the person is in Zim, and I believe she was in Zim even before
Yeah,
The lockdown.
yeah,
If
true,
you are
true
there
that.
before
Let's move on from snacking, please.
Yeah, let's talk about.
Otherwise, I need to go sleep. Clearly, I need to sleep now. Alia.
Oh, Victor, I wanted to ask you, since you said you are good with herbs, have you ever considered doing business? Maybe trying to find a cure for this pandemic also.
No, I wouldn't say that I'm good in mixing, but the people that I grew up with, they will just tell me if I'm sick of something, they'll just tell me, okay, mix this and this, then you'll be fine. So, but as for me, just to think, or if I mix aloe vera and what to heal 1, 2, 3, I'm not good at that.
But I mean, if you ask them and you put concoctions together, you could help many other people for many other things. So, and whenever you are lucky, it seems like you still have the originals that know how to use natural meds, natural herbs and stuff. So just open a book, write down all your concoctions, even if it means you must sell concoctions and people must go and get these things themselves, but they know what to mix, what to do, what. I think it's important,
Yeah. So I'll just try to ask from different people, then see how do we find a way forward.
Yeah. I mean, the other day I discovered that, orange peels or nacho peels, guys, né? They're actually a teeth whitener. So if you take the peels and you just do this on your teeth, it actually whitens your teeth. Like simple, like simple things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so there are a lot of things that we should teach each other as people.
So, and then maybe when you mix the herb, do your people know how to mix the herb? Maybe to make someone like you, man, that kind of stuff. Or, for example, maybe I make tutor to like you, and then there'll be some form of entanglement. Can
Begamina fela. Yay.
Isibonelo. Yenza isibonelo.
I'm not good at those ones of Begamina Wedo.
So
those ones, maybe David Cow is good at.
No.
Yeah, the herbs Shabana fela, Shabana.
Are those ones that are magical things?
Imagine I give somebody Shabana fela, I give Tebza Shabana fela, and then I get tired of Tebza and I want to break up with Tebza, but Tebza is unbreakable because fela. Like this stuff must backfire for real, man.
But the problem
is
with those things, they have after effects that are not good.
Are there people here who use that?
Guys, has anybody here had the Shabana, Begana fela? Anyone who was given Bauji seeds or Uji seeds because you wanted to contain your snacking? Please enlighten us.
Those things, you know what they do, ne?
They what? Tell us.
They have after effects. When you give it to someone, those kind of things, ne? That person, you yourself, because you gave that person will bother you in such a way that you will end up getting tired of that person. And that person will start to behave in such a way that is not good. You also feel for that person. And it won't last long. It won't be forever because at the end he's going to show up.
Get tired of you, basically.
Yeah. Because that person also is under the spell. So
African magic. It's African magic.
Yeah, those are the American. Yeah, they're magics because You can't just meet a muti and someone just started to behave and love you only and just focusing on you, which means there are magical things that they formed in there so that your mind and everything is focused on that person. When you say do this, that person does. So witchcraft.
Yeah, man.
From
Sometimes I think of even the batho ba ba bonang bo strateng da be leng they have mental problems. Sometimes it was a result of witchcraft. Because maybe uthola qabana le Victor, and then maybe Victor unchapaka stain, then ke mo shapaka witchcraft. Because you know the other thing is about what I feel today, it might change tomorrow.
No,
So
true.
today, yeah, so today ke kwatetse Victor ke mo shapaka witchcraft, Victor o lahlelwa ke kelello. Then I wonder how do those people feel, for example, tomorrow if he say feel sharp, okay, I'm no longer angry anymore with Victor. But then the Victor is still having problems in their mind. So I wonder how do those people feel, Jorge? Now, what is it that
I
I'm
think
going
those people
to
I don't think that they really regret. You know, when you see most of people, it's either those people you see that they are not well in their mind on the street. It's either that person steals from someone or someone was jealous for that person. There are two reasons. I don't know other reasons, but I think it's either someone was jealous or you steal to someone. So just like here in Limpopo, you know, if you steal for someone, if you likely mostly from people from like people from another outside of South Africa.
Yeah.
There are people that if you bother them or you take something that belongs to them without their right, mostly they don't say anything. They just say, okay, what like one.
Have you seen lightning? Have you seen lightning? You know when somebody sends you lightning.
Hey, when you talk about lightning
in the north.
When you talk about lightning, I don't want to talk about it. Hey, I was once missed by lightning. Hey, I can't forget. And I was at Val. Yo, the tree broken.
They sent you lightning all the way in Val.
Hey, that person missed me. That day I didn't sleep. Oh. So the thing of witchcraft is real. It's very real.
That person was firing a warning shot.
But to me, you can't do nothing.
You must change your ways, Baba. That was a warning shot.
Hey. South Africa, when they say this person who's powerful with witchcraft in South Africa, I'm not afraid of those people.
So which means you are the most powerful one?
I'm not saying I don't do those. I don't practice, but in South Africa, there's no witchcraft.
Yeah.
If you know that person or gumulo, it's as mulo.
Okay, interesting.
It's like your friends. It's like your friend. If he's jealous, you wouldn't know that person is jealous, but you will be busy doing something. And being jealous and doing something bad to that person, it's a witchcraft.
Yeah, you are right.
And that person will come and tell you that I'm jealous.
No, you are right.
But there is witchcraft in South Africa. I remember,
but they're not powerful. They're not powerful.
Which one is powerful?
You know, I traveled. You know, I went to Malawi. You know, Malawi.
Yeah, those are.
One of Malawi, and Malawi is number 1 with witchcraft. I think number 2 is Mozambique. And number 3, these are the following: Zimbabwe, Nigeria, Uganda. Those are the following one. If you want to see what is witchcraft, go to Malawi. And when you get there, just argue with someone. I don't believe in witchcraft. They will show you that that thing is real. I remember my granny was telling me the story because my granny once went there to Malawi to pick up my mother because my mother went back to Malawi with the father and they were staying back in in Malawi. So she went there to pick them back to bring them in South Africa. But I was not yet born. So when she was telling me, she said that witchcraft there is real. You know, most people who stays at villages in Malawi, if now you and I we can argue, say, I don't believe me, I believe in Christian, I don't believe in witchcraft. They can hear you when you're studying. They can hear you. They can hear us when you're arguing. From the argument, when you go home back now, they will show you the witchcraft is real. You might meet a lion on the way, or you might meet a big snake, and it will run after you. You will run. When you reach at home at the door, you find that you're still at the same place. You haven't went anywhere. You run until early in the morning. I'm telling you, if you ask someone from Malawi, if I used Mandela Street, going to Mdeva's Plaza, they want to use the same street going back home. They will change because they're afraid of someone has plotted something on the same street. Because I was once met this other guy from Malawi at home. So when we go to the shop, she said, man, let's use this other street. I said, why now? Why are you using this other street? And he said, no, hey, back at home. That's how I'm used to now, but I'm not longer at home. But at home, if you use the same street and come back, hey, you might see dust. because there's once this man, when I was at Josie, I met this other guy was from Malawi also. He said there was this guy. That's when there was this guy who was from Malawi. That guy has a wife at Malawi. That guy was traveling every day at night to see his wife. But no one knew. So that woman get pregnant. She was pregnant. So the grannies were complaining, hey, you are cheating on your husband. They said, no, I'm not cheating. Hey, my husband comes here at night to see me. Hey, they said, you are lying. They said, okay, it's fine. When he comes at night, you guys come during this time and steal his car, then you see him in the morning. So that guy was his bed that day. Then he flew to Malawi. He got there, he snacked. So those old grannies came and then they see the car was outside. Then they stole the car. Then the guy around in the morning, he went to go back to Josie. The car was not there, it was stuck. And then those grannies, when they come back, they found that the guy is there. That guy, it took him almost a year to go back to Josie. Almost a year to go back.
Why? What happened? He was stuck in the house.
Yeah, he was stuck with the car. He didn't have a passport, didn't have anything. So he used to fly to go to Josie. So the transport is stolen now. So he's struggling to go back. He does not have money. So you travel at night. Does not have money, nothing.
Are you
so
using a car as a metaphor?
Yeah, those things, they fly at them at night.
Oh.
So they fly, at night, every day.
Please repeat.
Using a car as a metaphor.
Yeah.
Broomstick.
Yes.
Yeah. So that guy was flying every day to snag the wife.
From Joburg to Malawi.
Every day. It was an easy journey.
Wow.
So if you want to see, if you meet most of people who stay in Malawi, who are from Malawi, they explain, there, it's jealousy. No one wants to see someone. South Africa is better. That's what I'm saying. When you come to South Africa, when someone says, hey, this person is a witch, me, I'm not afraid.
You've seen things, Wayne. This is
You know,
nothing.
there was when my grand told me this story, I couldn't believe it. Do you see those things that you see from Uzalo? Not Uzalo, man. It was Isvaya when that guy was turned into zombie.
Cove, yeah.
And Cove, that thing is real.
Yeah, it's based on a real thing, obviously.
Yeah, that thing my grand was told me, I couldn't believe. That guy, they buried him at home. When they went, what they do, they steal you, and then when at your place when they go to pay the last respect on the coffin, as a family, we'll go and see the real you. We'll see tapes. This is tapes, but in a coffin is a stick. It's not a person, it's a stick, but when you see you see a person. So you go and bury that person, then you say you are done. So that guy was stolen by this other old woman. So he was working for that old woman at the farm for almost 25 years, working for that old woman at the farm. So one day, one of relatives, you know, when God says it's time, it's time, it's time. So number ifikile ngesikhathi. So one of the relatives, so man, I can see this person is tapes. I never ring, man. But it took time, and then when they see this person is tapes, he went and reported to man, hey man, I saw this person at the farm was working. It looked like tapes, man. Said, man, tapes are here. We've buried tapes 25 years ago. Said, no, man. Never ring. I saw tapes. So one of the relatives, they went there, two of them. When they got there, they can see you, man. Yeah, man. This person look like tapes. Total tapes does not have a twin brother. So we know, man, this time is tapes. So what they did, they went to this traditional healer and they explained, this what we saw. They said it's true that, and they told the person that it's true that person also pay like that person. Mararuna, that nag namata. I don't have power to heal that person, but I can tell you who bewitched that person. Go to that old woman who bewitched him, then that person will be fine. So they were given direction to go to the original witcher who did everything. So when they got there, they explain 1, 2, 3. This is what happened. So the lady talked with them, and the guy was took. Then then the guy was brought in life. That guy I did chila black. Never bought for 25 years. He was working at the farm. That guy was bachusha. That guy was bachusha. Baba better. They are better those.
Most side of the road or the highway.
Yeah, yeah.
Who look like
those ones
they've been in the same clothes forever.
Wow,
yeah.
Victor.
So those ones are better, you know. So if in South Africa you have been witched by someone outside of South Africa, if you want to be healed, you can't be healed by some goma like in South Africa. In Guyana here, I have a lot of stories. Here in Guyana, in Limpopo, there was this other lady. This lady, you know, me also, I'm a Christian, but that lady was also a Christian. But you know, disabled people, but it's not your intention to laugh. But I supply in another way that you couldn't control. You just find yourself laughing. And when you laugh, that person that person is going to feel offended. This person's laughing me because of my disabled. You understand?
Yeah.
So that boy was going to school every day alone. So he was disabled. So there were two boys. So those two boys didn't know about that boy, or that boy is disabled. So when they see that boy, they couldn't control themselves. They laughed at that boy. So that boy is not allowed to laugh because the father of that boy is a kingaka. So if you laugh at that boy, you're going to suffer because you laughed at that boy. So that boy will cry and go and report to the father. Said, hey, my father, those two boys laughed at me. So when they report, that guy makes those boys to feel pain all over the body. Those two boys who left the young boy. So when they took them to hospital, doctor said, we can't see anything. This thing is like a natural thing. This thing is like magical thing. We can't see anything. And those boys, they are crying. They feel pain, but doctors, they can't do anything. What that lady did, she went to that old man and begged, please, heal my child. And the old man couldn't. He refused. That man said, I mudima emenyana. Late. That woman booked a bus to Malawi with the child. They went to Malawi. When to get to Malawi, I didn't waste 2 days. It was enough. Then they mixed whatever they mixed. That boy was fine, and that boy they left him. That other one that left in South Africa was fine. What that woman did in return to that old woman, he made that old woman to rot his legs. But when the legs, when they get rotten, no one sees them. It's only that man that sees. That's you. So when I see you that you don't have legs. But me myself, I can see my full legs. That's how painful that old man was suffering. Only him, he can see himself that he's feeling pain and he's using a wheelchair. So when he get to hospital, he reported, my legs are in pain. But doctor said, you don't have legs. You're complaining about what?
Yeah.
And that woman will go to that lady, hey, please forgive me. That lady said, no, my kids could have died. You refused. So I wanted to have a taste of your medicine, that I can show you that I can do more than you.
Oh wow!
Wow.
So in South Africa, when someone says, there's a witch in where those people, they don't have power.
They're playing. They're playing.
They're playing.
No, so I'm gonna go back to what I almost always repeat. This is science. This boils down to science. There's African science, there's Western science. If you believe a white person can make an aeroplane and a car and an air conditioner and a television, but you don't like what we are on right now, guys, they would have burned your mother to ashes if your mother, if a black person 20, 50 years ago said, I have created the internet, you guys can talk to one another all over the world. They would have burned them to pieces and said, you are a witch. How am I seeing myself in this in this box? And the other person says they're in another province and they're telling me they can hear me or I can see them. You understand? This is what I back to about Africans, what we lost and what we've adopted and absorbed from Europeans or from non-Africans. If you believe in the internet, I don't even want to go far, guys. We are all over South Africa. We're all talking to one another. Okay? In the world. Immediately. I won't even go to cell phone, man. Because we went from a phone line where you need a pole, you need a line, your voice has to go into this line that runs to that place. That's where we come from, right? With telephones, with landlines. Then we went to cell phones. Then we went to video calls, okay? And now data calls and video conferencing and now Zoom and all this shit with all this thing, Covivi, that's happening. So go back to if a white person can make an aeroplane, can make or create or build the internet and all this other shit that we're using, what makes you think an African can't do the equivalent or can't achieve the same end results? I'll make another stupid example. from vending machines to cars. White people made cars. A black person comes and drives the car without a key or unlocks the car without a key. Do you understand? Like I'm making silly small examples.
Yeah.
Using your brain. So the difference was instead of us inventing a vending machine or a car, or we came and we broke it down. We reverse engineered it, basically. Because that's what it is. For a person to know, this vending machine, let me make a coin that's the same size, same yada yada, and the vending machine is going to think this is a 5 rand or this is a 2 rand, or tie it to a rope, you put it in, you pull it out, you pull it in, you pull it out. All this shit is intelligence and science, you know?
Yeah, so you're saying, in other words, ufufa kalifielo, upalama e broom, ufufa kalifielo. I mean, it must be scientific then, from the African tradition, yeah. Because we're not trying now to.
Yeah, so if you think of someone like a Mark Zuckerberg or a Jeff Bezos or Steve Jobs, obviously there's one of those people, or they come once or twice in a lifetime. That's why where now people have lost the respect that they should have for traditional healers or sangomas, because it's a gift. Like once in a while, this type of person is gonna come. Once in a while, there's gonna be a Bill Gates, there's gonna be a Mark Zuckerberg, there's gonna be a Nelson Mandela, there's gonna be a. So there is some sort of gift, or once in a lifetime, or once in so many years, that this person or this thing is gonna happen, right? You look at how Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo play soccer. Like, it's like they make you think there are no other soccer players in the world that exist. You understand? So then you go back to the stories that your grandmother would tell you about this sangoma from this country who used to do this. Go back to Shaka Zulu days, where he had a sangoma, right? But he was so powerful and he gave him all these powers. You come today, I mean, this Mkabi, this taxi assassin guy they interviewed a week or two ago on DCA, right? And some of the people who break into your house, who are committing cash in transit heist, and they'll tell you, we have a sangoma that we go to traditionally. Before I kill, after I kill a person, I go there, they cleanse me, they do their area. They give me this, they tell me I'm gonna be invincible or da 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 da. You know when people have had their houses broken into and they say to you they had nothing, like they didn't hear anything or anyone, because you and your entire family fell asleep, and they say they bent. Some used to say they bent boyaba piri, like a jackal's hair or whatever, and that's what will make you sleep or fall asleep. So that could be something, for instance, that's supposed to be used for you to fall asleep instead of you taking sleeping pills, right?
True.
Can light it into your house, slip it under the door, whatever. You guys fall asleep, they break in, they pick up your shit, and you wake up and it's like you had nothing. Nobody says they had anything, but their house is cleaned out.
So what you're saying is, I like what you've just said. So in other words, the sad part about our African stuff is that it's always used negatively. For instance, that mukhatla, or if somebody's battling with insomnia, if they burnt it and they slept, it would be great. But we don't use it for that. We use it to break in.
It's like Mpepo.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you think of Mpepo, why people use what do we call it? What do we call it when we go buy these things at the shops?
Sage.
Yeah, sage is like a type or a brand, right? What is the thing?
Incense.
Incense can pay, except incense is perfumed. To smell a certain way. So same way, rooibos tea. But now you can get ginger, you can get vanilla, you can get honey and ginger rooibos tea, you can get. But at the end of the day, ke rooibos, so it's a mutie, it's one. You know, Malawi used to be the biggest export of tobacco in the world, the number one exporter of tobacco. It's tobacco. Whether we enter Peter Stuyvesant or we enter Graveney menthol, because you put menthol in it. You understand? So
Yeah.
that is why when some people, when they become religious, they cut out their traditions, like they stop slaughtering or they don't believe in ancestors, or some people, I'm not saying everyone, right? Or some churches or pastors would make you choose between being a born-again Christian and you can't do this anymore, you can't practice that anymore. And it's a mistake, because all these things have to do with herbs, cure, eating healthy, eating fruits and veg. It's got nothing to do with saying now you practicing witchcraft or you believe in witchcraft. But the only time most people would believe or start believing witchcraft exists or traditional healers and sangom is only once something happens to them.
Yeah.
They've exhausted all their money and have gone to every psychologist, doctor, financial advisor. They've gone to every single modern church or Western religion, and their lives are still the same, right? But then you happen to be on the show, you bump into Gogo or you bump into Victor, and you start saying, hang on, maybe this guy, you know, yes, we are laughing and we're talking shit in the comments, but, you know, hang on a second. Because maybe my grandmother once mentioned this and this, or I've heard the story of this, that Sangoma, or yada, 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 you know? So we it's at our own disadvantage, actually, how we've adopted. I mean, Lengana is a perfect example during this time. Because all of a sudden, everyone now is going.
It's a hero.
Everyone is all of a sudden willing to drink Lengana, you know? Because the difference is it might save your life, you don't know, or this corona is just going to take you out. Because the scientists themselves have told you there is no cure. The white medicine and the white pharmaceutical companies themselves have no solution, no idea. Every day they are coming up with, oh, you can get it airborne. Tomorrow, no, you can't get it airborne. You can get it when you smoke. No, you can't get it when you smoke. No, it gets killed by the temperature.
So nobody knows shit.
Nobody knows shit about it. But now suddenly they want to run to Madagascar because Madagascar has some sort of herb or whatever shit they're bottling. Now they're going to want to try and block Lengana, Mhlonyani, and say someone died from an overdose. People have been using Lengana, guys, for years.
Exactly.
For years.
But also, David, like anything, if you're going to have 10 oranges, you could die from too much vitamin C. Do you understand? So
anything can kill you.
Too much of anything is not good for you.
Cough mixture can kill you. Sleeping pills can kill you.
Yes, true.
So you can't now expect to overdose on Mhlonyani and nothing happens to you.
Absolutely.
So for me, I'm not shocked by stories of witchcraft, right? For me, the first thing I try and figure out is why wouldn't it happen? Why wouldn't I believe Victor's story? Like, why would Victor's 80, 90-year-old grandmother have time to tell him bullshit stories about
and lie? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You understand? So, yo, guys, someone is watching from France. Accidentally.
Bonjour.
Video.
Now
he knows everything about witchcraft.
Hello from France.
You are welcome, John. So you think about it, Tuto. For some people, that's their transport, you know. But you must remember also how a traditional healer will communicate with your ancestors. It happens in dreams. Your ancestors talk to him. He tells you what they're saying.
Yeah.
You see a traditional leader sounding like your grandmother or your grandfather or your great,
Yeah.
like the voice, the everything, because they literally leave their body. But we want to watch a movie like The Matrix and believe it, and it fucking makes billions. All that shit is African stories, bro. They're just being retold. Black Panther was literally a pabadimu, guys. I call Black Panther a pabadimu. I don't know if you guys remember what happens in Black Panther and how it came about. So remember, there's a part where Forrest Whitaker's character is technically a sangoma. It's just not a sangoma, right? Because the other son comes back and forces him to take him through this ritual that the Black Panther had gone through, right, to get his powers. So when the director was visiting South Africa before he made this movie, someone invited him to a pabadimu in the Eastern Cape. And they took him through this process of Mututlabile, this is what happens, this is what they're doing. Go and watch Black Panther again. I promise you, Black Panther is...
I'm going to watch it with a different eye. I'm going to watch it with a different eye now.
So
I mean, also when you were talking about every generation has that one person. Bab Credo Mutwa. Ne?
Yeah.
Bab Credo.
Yeah.
Powerful guy. I mean, guys, go on to YouTube ne, and listen to Credo talk.
That was one
amazing stuff.
That
amazing. This whole Corona thing, he spoke about it years ago. Warning, giving warning shots for guys. There's going to be this thing, blah blah blah. There's a video of him. This whole thing that's happening now, he predicted it years ago. Years ago.
He also predicted Mbeki wouldn't finish his presidency, his second term.
Yeah, everything that's happened, he told them. He told us 76. He spoke of fires. He spoke of there will be fires in schools. There will be fire and whatnot. What happened? 76.
Yeah.
Even the Eastern leaders. He spoke of the Middle East is going to fight. Countries are fighting over oil. It happened. Like, guys, go and YouTube Bab Credo Mutwa. You'll be amazed. Amazed. And it's sad that we didn't celebrate him when he was alive. Do you understand? Like,
yeah, but they tried to. We
didn't.
They made him sound crazy. The media.
Exactly.
He's crazy. You know, when you die, then they wanna try and say they care about you. They like you.
No, another thing is that we find that people are brainwashed, so they focus on what they've been brainwashed with, and when you try to tell them, they won't listen to you.
It's sad.
Yep.
I mean, let's talk about the ancestral thing, right? Now, Christians, born again people, would say to you, hey, no, we don't believe in an ancestor. A definition of an ancestor, if my mother, if my grandmother who I knew dies, that person becomes my ancestor. Like, it's not a foreign concept. Do you understand? It's not like an ancestor is somebody you don't know. No, it's if I die tomorrow, I'm an ancestor to my nephew, my nieces, and my family. So when people say I don't believe, it's like, are you saying that person did not live, or what is the problem here? Because I think people are lost in definitions. They are lost in who they are and not accepting. Because what Joseph, if they existed anyway, those are ancestors to other people. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Those people are ancestors to other people. Now you want to tell me Moshe right now has power over your life, an ancestor of another person, but yet your own ancestor that you know, you are dismissing of them.
But Tutomin, I would say everyone has a right to believe what they want to believe.
Sure.
The only problem is when you undermine someone's belief.
Yeah.
If I don't believe in ancestors, it's okay for me. but I don't have to undermine someone who believes in ancestors. Just like what
Absolutely.
and for me, it makes sense for someone to say, I don't believe in ancestors or I believe in ancestors. For example, now I can say to you, I don't believe in you. Or I can say I believe in you. For example, let's say you wanna do something in life. Maybe you wanna be stand-up comedian, maybe say you want to be like David Gow. If it's up to me when I say I believe in you, you can achieve that, or I don't believe in you. Yeah, so I was just that's what I was just saying, because now you're saying the way you sounded, it was like somehow maybe there's a like you get offended when people are saying they don't believe in something and they believe in something. I don't know if
No,
you
what
get
I'm trying to say, is, ne, so I'm spiritual, ne.
yeah.
I went through the whole schooling of Christian, what does it mean? And I started questioning it, ne. When I was told as a Christian person, I cannot acknowledge my ancestors. And I was like, wait. What do you mean I cannot acknowledge my ancestors? Yet I must open a book that speaks about David, Moshe, all these people in the Bible that I don't know, that I can acknowledge, but my own people that I know, not even generations before me that I didn't know. I'm talking about my great grandmother who brought me up, right? I cannot acknowledge that person in my life, but yet somebody Moshe that I don't know, I must be acknowledging whatever his teachings are. And I had an issue with it. And
So
when I asked, yeah.
okay, so let me come in. So the difference is a Bible is taught, right? It's a book that exists with instructions, which was actually the perfect thing that whoever wrote the Bible did, that our ancestors didn't do or our grandmothers didn't do. They didn't write or leave the Bible or anything for that matter. So all
Yeah.
you have, the difference is a Bible was written, someone picks it up and they can teach it, keep teaching it over and over and over, and associate it with the religion as well, right? Muslim people have the Quran they live by, right? Then you've got us as Africans, where his grandmother left him with some stories. My mother or grandmother left me with stories. But there is no, we are going to church on Sunday, we are going to read the what, which is about Africans and ancestors and where they come from. And this happened and this happened. And in the what, many years ago in Malawi, there was this person, the two kids were sick because they made fun of their son, and then the mother had to go to. That's the only difference. There's no point of reference. We don't have, black people don't have a point of reference, whether medication or whether religion or whether it's science
Absolutely.
and inventions and all that shit. That's literally, guys, the difference between the world where we came from and where we live now. So the Bible people are right. That's their way. That's their way
Their
of.
reference. That's their reference. Yeah.
If you believe you were saved, you're a Christian, that's your life and that's your belief, right? It's not for me to interfere. Unfortunately, everybody will try to, or the Christians will say, no, those guys, they're not with us, or, they're not following.
Sorry to bother you, David. Can Monica come in here? Because Monica, I'm lost. Apparently, I'm a lost person with what I've just said about my own beliefs. I'm lost. Can Monica come here so that Adlore educate her about her beliefs? Now, this is her belief, right?
Yeah, but she's written what she wants to say. I don't think it's about you necessarily.
No. She did make a comment. I'm lost. I'm lost or whatever.
No, Monica was saying people will say to you.
No, man, David, go to the comments.
Yeah,
there it is.
That's why she's laughing.
Tuto o lost. The LOL.
I'm not sure now. Gail is asking if they wanna join.
I mean, it would be good to hear their own
Yeah.
perspectives.
Yeah, another thing, when we have this argument of ancestors and whatever, another thing that you find that Christians fight with other people who don't believe in Bible. In Bible, you find that the Bible says that you find that people who believe in ancestors, they go and praise a person that some people they go and praise a person who has died long time ago, that they believe that if his child died long time ago, they'll go and ask for everything so that their things or their road and everything in life must go in a perfect way, right? You find that that's their ancestors who they believe in, and you find that when you go to the Bible, you find that God says that you can't save two gods, which means it's him and another person that you are praising while that person who's already died long time ago. So you find that to conflict with people, we fight over those two things because the Bible it's against people who praise a person who already died long time ago, because it will tell you that a person who's already dead, that person, even when you go to the graveyard, there it's only the body, the spirit. It will tell that spirit is no longer there. So when you go to the graveyard and you talk whatever you do, that person can't hear you, just wasting time because there's no one there. That's what the Bible
So let me
tell
interrupt
you.
you. So Victor, let me interrupt you.
Yes.
They can hear you wherever you are.
You don't need to go to a graveyard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Bible will tell you that when you call that person, that spirit, it's just like you are.
But why is the Bible bashing? Why is the Bible bashing the other one and the other one is not bashing the Bible? I don't understand. Why are Christians so quick to bash the things Abudimu and ancestrals, whereas ancestors don't bash the Bible?
Traditional
I don't
healers will
understand
tell
it.
you to pray, actually.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They will
Yes.
tell you to pray. Or that they themselves pray.
Exactly.
But the another thing, you find that even Ingaga, even a traditional healer or whatever, before he can do something, he prays also, or make my things to work fine. He can even call God, God help me so that my things can work fine. Am I lying there?
Yeah, so the biggest concept, the biggest misunderstanding is higher power. For some
Yes,
people,
who has
it's
help?
God. For
Yeah.
some people, it's Muhammad. For some people, it's whatever. Some people don't believe in God, but they believe in a higher power than them. They believe that there's something that is higher than them.
Yes.
But for them, it's not God. It's some people are like that, or they are called atheists or whatever, right? So
yeah, because
no one can ever force anyone. But yes, some religions do wanna make you feel like you are less of something because you don't believe in this or you don't believe in what they practice. But everybody chooses to be in that space. So I guess same way that Tuto would say, for me, I left church or I decided not to go to church anymore because this and this happened. Equally, someone else will say, I used to go to Sangomas, I used to do whatever, and then this happened, and now I'm born again, I'm Christian, I don't do that anymore. But that's why I say, unfortunately, with Africans, until something happens to you, and now you physically have a reason for a fuck shit, okay, now maybe I must go there. Then do people start thinking, yeah, no, actually,
alternative solutions.
And you find that mostly what I've seen, but I just keep quiet. You find that mostly Christians find that someone has a problem suffering from this sickness, but you can see doctors They can't help.
Ababoni silo. They can't help. Yeah.
They can't even help you. This thing, it needs those traditional people that they know what to do with this solution. But you find someone who say, no, I'm sticking on this. And whatever, now I always tell myself, if I'm going to that person knows the right medication, what to fix and what to fix, so that I can heal myself. It's not like it's a magical thing. It's not that doctors, they don't know what to mix and whatever to do so that me, I can be better. But to find someone who's been stubborn, say, I can't do that because my God does not believe. It's like a witch. It's not a witchcraft because you are going there to find a healing. That person gives you whatever to mix, then it heals your body and it becomes fine. It's not like you're going to be a witch or something else.
Yeah, you know, guys, what I will tell you, Kore, I'll make example ka sound about in physics sound it's a frequency ne? There's some frequencies that a human ear can never hear, except like maybe give 40 hertz downwards and below. The human ear can never hear that sound. And I think it's Boma 40,000 kilohertz, something like that, of which it's the frequency of which a human ear cannot hear. So I learned that in physics. So even with understanding, I believe there's some level of understanding that a human can never understand. Because for example, now Victor, his grandmother told him stories. His grandmother also had a grandmother, of which he told her stories. The grandmother of grandmother also had a grandmother. But Victor can never understand. Like, even if you can try to go as far as you can, there's a point this thing is deeper than the way I thought. So I can't continue. That is why I will say, even with beliefs, people who say they are Christians, I'm a Christian, I'm a born again Christian, people who say my ancestors this and this and this. Those people, I think they just have to come in agreement. We believe in different things. We understand them differently, but our understanding, we can agree it has limitation. For example, if not, I'm someone oloring ke tloha mo ntong ke tloha Joburg ke ya Qwaqwa mo, and ke sebedisa ke lo feta ke sebedisa, let's say maybe ke sebedisa N1 ho tloha Joburg ho ya Qwaqwa, sebedisa N1. But then along the way, let's say maybe wena Thuto o tloha mo Joburg re ya Qwaqwa, we ya Qwaqwa lwen, but o sebedisa N3. So along the way, ha ke le ka N1, along the way maybe it happens hore ke ba le ngwana, and ngwana ka o tlo qala leeto leo la ya Qwaqwa, nna ke sa kgona ho tswella ho fihlela Qwaqwa, but yena o qala ho tloha Qwaqwa o ya, I mean N1, in the middle of N1. Ngwana wa hao Thuto a qala somewhere in the middle of N3 ne, and then ho etsahala hore ba interact. Do you realize hore everyone o tlo believe hore tseleng a leng ho yona is the only way e yang Qwaqwa, even though even though both ways they can arrive to the same destination.
You are right. Yeah.
So even with beliefs, that's why I believe no matter what you believe, man, believe in it as long as it works for you.
Works for you.
Exactly. For example, and I will say, really born again Christians. I saw my parents, my grandparents praying, ne? And I'm not trying to undermine anyone's belief about the ancestors, but there was never a point whereby we having power dim. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but I'm saying we have never had it.
So I think what people are missing here is we are saying you don't have to choose.
Mm.
But there are people or churches or institutions that make you choose.
Choose. That's why I left.
Exactly.
The whole point is there's nothing wrong in praying and believing and having a pabadim, or praying at your pabadim for that matter. Before
Absolutely. You can do both.
That's my point.
That's what I'm saying. Those people, they don't have right to tell someone, oh, you must choose something.
But
if
they do.
someone,
I get again.
you must not do ancestral things. Like I'm a person who looking everything I have never been a yes sir type of guy. Everything if you tell me to do something, I ask why. If you tell me why, then I can compare from information from information on Panyon. But if you can't tell me why, then why should I listen to you? But you don't have background of us.
Absolutely. So the thing is, now let me quickly finish and then I can get off this topic for me, and then Cindy so can go on. The thing is, the reason why I left this church said to me, I have to choose. In other words, they even went as far as calling it evil. Do you understand? Calling my people evil. And I was like, Batong, so how does it work? Now I'm conflicted. Like, then I realized I will choose what I know. So I left the church. When I left the church, I did not leave God. I left their church. Do you understand? And so where I am now is I acknowledge both with peace, with no issues.
Okay. Of which I agree with you. I wanna
tell you,
you did a right choice. Like you did a good thing.
Get quick, yeah. I wanted to come in. So I'm a blue blood. What I mean by blue blood, my grandparents, it's a royal clan. I come from a royal line, basically. And
can you come closer to the screen, or bring your laptop or phone closer to you?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. So I'm saying I'm a blue blood. I come from a royal line, basically. And why am I bringing that up is that in my family, something that Puti said, Puti Ngom, when you had her on, anyone in my family, if had to be, that you needed to consult. There's certain things that on a traditional level that people seem to be overlooking nowadays, is that not every traditional healer is meant to consult for you on that spiritual level.
Yeah.
Not every go-go out there is someone you need to go to. Yeah. I don't necessarily consult because I've grown up in a different faith base that is more Christian than on that traditional level per se, or on a traditional healer per se. But my grandparents and my uncle have sat me down and they've said, if you ever have to think of doing such, 1, 2, 3 will not work for you because of who you are and where you come from. And the conversation, I feel, is that people then manipulate people, or there are certain people who call themselves spiritual guides or izangoma or whatever out there, who manipulate people for profit. And that's where I feel the origin of people misunderstanding these different gifts that people have originated, and where things got messed up for a lot of people, because you don't know your family history. and what type of healer you need. Some people don't need somebody like some families that doesn't align with their family lineage and heritage. That is not for them. Some people, they need somebody who like Tangeres or somebody who young Ukamba. A lot of Amandebele will take Ikamba and they'll consult using water and Ikamba and so forth. So it's a conversation necessarily that it's, for me, what King Debza was saying is that you don't necessarily look at whether or not somebody believes or not. It's just the understanding of who you are in your heritage, and where, if you had to maybe consult in that particular way, or you need to consult in this particular way, you need to know which alignment you are. Not every Tom, Dick, and Harry out there is necessarily good for your spirituality. Then people wonder why, when they go to consult to certain other traditional healers or other spiritual guides, things go bad. It's because you don't understand your heritage. You don't understand where you come from. You don't understand who you are and how your family originates in terms of spirituality. And because of that, you then consult at the wrong spaces, and those spaces then lead to bad things happening. And now all of a sudden become evil.
So, Cindy, and that entire thing you just said is because when you start seeing a Sangoma or consulting with a traditional healer, they or their ancestor, or where they get their talent from, they should know to tell you, Hore, David, I'm not the right person for you.
Exactly.
A GP would send you to a specialist because, hey, chief, I'm going to refer you to an optometrist or a dentist because so then that's really up to the person that you're seeing. How did you end up there? Are they an honest person, or are they just trying to keep a customer? That's what it boils to. But that's got nothing to do with its ancestry is evil, or our traditions are evil, or you must choose and tradition, basically. So you're making a good point. So it's not different from churches or pastors that are preying on people and taking money from them and making them promises. And
absolutely.
Same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey David, I actually got out of bed so I can get good light so I can come and do this.
Good night.
You know, he makes an interesting point. People don't realize, you know, when you use the link, David, I have to get out of bed, put all my lights on, so that the lighting can be good. And then when I'm done, I go back, switch off, and then I join in the comments. How can it fail? And you know, it's quite interesting that he also follows a similar process.
Make some effort.
No, Cindy Saw was perfect. Was on point.
Yes. And the thing is, and I don't want to speak too much about my family, but we do have gifting. A certain gift that we have, ne? So you know, like you could be go shop right. I'm paying for my stuff, ne? And then the teller or somebody next to me, okay, so utwasaning. Like, do you understand? I'm like, obviously, naturally, you look around for who's this person talking to? I'm speaking to you. So utwasaning, and then you sit there and you're like, oh, hey, okay, you know, because you don't know what to say, and you're like, okay, whatever. But luckily, because you know your lineage, as Cindy said, is that but yes, there are other practices that we have to follow. But it doesn't mean that person was wrong. I think that person was trying to say to me, go check us, hey, you have something that you need to do. Not they may have come across Baruch Twasa, but it doesn't necessarily mean Horizonte Twase. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Because you will get messages everywhere you go. You will, and you can't control it. You cannot control what messaging comes to you. And it's like, okay, again, when you're in church and somebody says, I have a vision, I see something or whatever, it's the same thing. Except this one is scary because the thing about our traditions and customs and practices is that the fallback, the easiest one is always people saying Zamotwasa, which scares people. Or yo, I must throw bones. No way. And that's why it's important to understand your lineage, or your lineage back in the day, what they used to do. Like for instance, steps could be tapelo, but tapelo.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean you have to now throw bones. You have to know.
And happy doesn't mean I must tell everyone or they must not throw the bones.
Absolutely.
Yes, because when you talk about when someone tells you about you have to twasa, I remember me. I'm one of the person that I don't believe in prophet or someone come and tells me this is what's gonna happen to you, because like Cindy so was talking about, Ori, it depends. Uru. Who are you? Which link? Because me, when I grew up, I was taught a Bible while I was young by an old man, but now he passed away. Every time after school, he will sit with me. We'll have 2 hours session of reading a Bible every day. I won't run away from that old man. Every day, he will make sure until the time that I got baptized. So my granny was I remember my granny was a ZCC member. So I'll get angry sometimes when she said me to go and get a tea every day after school, because sometimes I'll get tired, or sometimes I'll get lazy because when I got there, I know that church, you have to get there and sit for many hours so that the church could go out. So this other day I went there. When I got there, the church, I was late, and they said you'll get the tea after the church, so you have to join the church. So I seated. So the church was on. People were praying. We knelt down. People were praying. We prayed. From nowhere, this other lady came in, and people were there. There were a lot of people there. She knelt down, started to pop the hands, started to point me, doing those things like Amadlos, hey, pointing me. I ignored it, and people started to pay attention now. Everyone look at me. Someone close to me say, hey, they need you in the house. There's something that they have to tell you, those prophets. Oh, I was so shocked. So, and it was new for me. What's happening now? I kept sitting down. That lady couldn't leave until I stand up. She covered her hands and she did everything until someone said, hey, Baba, stand up. This lady is disturbing us. Stand up and go with her. So I acted like I'm going with her with that small house where they consult and tell you what are you facing or what danger you're going to face and all those kind. When we get in the house, I waited for her to be in. The moment she entered in the house, I ran away. I went home. Since that day, I've never stepped again to go back to the church. When I get home, I was angry. I told my granny, don't ever send me back. I said, why? I said, this other day came and started to act like people who do the song. I said, oh, woman, you should have sitting and listen or what they are going to tell you. What if they are going to tell you something bad? I said, now I'm one of them. I don't believe in those things. So even if he tells me or he tells me, I won't take it seriously because I don't believe in those. So that's why I couldn't even waste time to go and listen. So so sometimes I think, if I listen to that woman, what is going to happen? Maybe I was going to change my ways because this is how I was told to live and whatever, but I didn't have chance to listen. So what you're saying, I face it to someone want to tell me something, but for me, I couldn't even listen. I didn't give that woman a chance. So I just ran away. Since that day, I have never wanted to go to that church again because I'm sure if I go back, they will want to talk to me again. So I'm scared since that day.
But guys, also remember, our traditions, we used to be shy about them. So it was not taboo or known. Now that we are all comfortable and proud of our traditions, now people are comfortable coming out, and possibly we are connecting even better. You know, mutakona like go shop right, mutaroko when hey, blah blah blah. This person knows me from a bar of soap, but here I am trying to pay for my chocolate log. By the way, chocolate log, they're gonna stop distributing it or making it, so go and buy them. And then I'm paying for my chocolate log, and then this person starts talking. Now you know when you know. You can run away and say, ay. But trust me, at some point you're gonna phone somebody or hey, ish man, look shop right, and then somebody 1, 2, 3, somebody about go about Tomile. Do you understand? And you're like, how? Because also our families are guilty, right? Our families haven't told us our stories. Our families haven't sat down to tell us, as a family, this is what we do, blah, blah, blah. So some of these things, pay as you go. You find out as you go along life, okay. Libana, they don't know because maybe a generation before them didn't bother to tell, right? So now we've got 2 generations of silence, and then all of a sudden it starts the krr gang, Baba Model C. Now they must be finding out. They come to Auntie Toot. Auntie Toot is like, oh, babes, I have no idea what you're talking about. Because rightly, I don't know. You know, so it's interesting. But I like the fact that we can now start openly talking about who we are as a people. And we don't have to feel shy about it. This thing shouldn't be shunned upon as well, you know. It's a beautiful thing.
Some of the things that I think maybe our parents or our parents, they missed. Like some of the things they were just doing them without understanding why are we doing them. So, for example, maybe now David Kausan utlaba afihla go etsa katiba, and David will be saying, "Hey, how wale katiba ka montlong?" And then maybe utla yintsha. And then he's gonna tell his kids, "Hey, how wale katiba ka montlong?" But one day there will be one kid to botsa why, and then tolerate no. Corner hopola, I didn't ask when I was told. Or sometimes maybe you ask your parent to hey, Scarlett Amlodi Katlu. When you ask about Oman, hey, one carabis, I get Scarlett Amlodi Katlu. Sometimes people do that to hide the fact that I don't know why.
You know, saying that, Debzane, you know, the funeral, and true story, guys, now I'm that child in your family that you don't want, you love to hate or you love. Because now I don't have fear over Batona because are great people, like grandparents, so I have no fear of Batona, if you know what I mean. Like the strictest aunt I get along with, and people are like, yo, and I laugh at them. So home, fast forward, we are home. People, there's a funeral. Me, I didn't go to the graveyards because I chose, I don't want to go to the graveyards for what? So I don't go to the graveyard. And then now we coming in, we have to eat. People are washing their hands, and I get told, go and wash your hands, go and wash your hands. I'm like, no, for what? Why must I wash my hands? I didn't even go to the graveyard, you know? And then I started asking, guys, do you even know why Litlapa Matsogo? Like, people wash their hands because mobu. So now they want to get the dust off their hands. That's why they wash their hands. Now, I didn't go to the damn graveyard, but now I must be washing my hands. For what? So when I started questioning and asking these things, you know, when logic starts prevailing, and then people started believing, what nonsense is that? Like, people back in the day, nabatala mobu a lot, so the dust in their hands, they washed it before they ate. That's why there's that thing to wash your hands. Simple things like that.
No, but when I put some people banally point like some people are so they put something inside the water. And what I think, Kukore, if they understand what they're doing, when you ask why, they must explain to you so that when you understand, and that knowledge you're gonna pass it to generations to come. Because some people really they mean it, but they use water as a symbolic thing.
Yeah.
It's just like with Christians, when they say they're born again, they use water as a symbolic, maybe you get baptized. It doesn't
Yes.
mean we're dead, like really, and we are born. It's symbolic things. So some of the things, they are symbolic, just like Leona Yaoshapa. Yaoshapa. Matso.
Matso.
It's symbolic. And then, yeah, I guess if we ask maybe why or how does water remove senyama? And then if people they really understand what they say, they won't even take it as disrespectful because they know you also want to understand. But if someone say, I now she's becoming disrespectful, just know that person doesn't have idea what they're doing.
Yeah, we never gave it. We never given a chance to ask why. So you just have to agree. If they say don't do this, don't sit at the door. You don't have to ask why. You know, okay, that's a rule. The child not supposed to sit at the door. They will tell you, hey, you're not supposed to sit at the door. When you ask why, they will shout at you. So you find that even those our mothers, they have never got the answers. Also, so we're just following the procedure all the way. So even us, if we are growing like this and we're going to tell our children, we don't even know the answer. And nowadays kids, if you tell them don't do this, they'll ask you, Daddy, why?
Yeah.
And you don't have the answer.
Exactly.
Daddy, why? And you don't have the answer. So even on the funerals, I'm surprised. We find that people say they don't believe in African what. But I always ask myself, why at the funerals, most of funerals, why do we kill a cow? Is it your force to have a cow?
Yeah,
it's like if you don't have a cow, if you don't kill a cow in a funeral, it's like, hey, man, we didn't have a funeral.
True.
So what does it mean that's killing a cow at a funeral? But you find that both people they do, Christians or whatever not Christian, they kill a cow. So I want to find out that symbol of killing a cow, what does it mean?
Yeah, but again, it goes back to understanding who you are. Because there are some people, I know, they funeral, they don't kill anything.
Yeah.
In fact, for maybe something to eat, they will go buy stew or buy something. But
guys, let me tell you, we won't discuss this now. I want to wrap up the show. Sorry. I'm going to leave instructions to my wife and my family. I don't want my funeral to be an event or a fucking circus. I don't want my wife and kids to be in debt or spend money on my funeral. I'm going to leave instructions. Whether people want to have memorials and whatever and yada yada, sharp. But now people won't even know the day I'm going to be buried. They will find out I've already been buried. So I'm not gonna be slaughtering endless number of cows and sheep and catering fucking reaching numbers that are even more than the house that you used to live in, and your kids are left with fuck all. So a funeral is a goodbye. It makes no sense that we spend more money when someone is dying or is dead.
Yeah.
We did on them when they were alive. It makes no economic sense. It makes no logical sense. It does not make sense that people go
I
into...
even said, David, they must not move my furniture around. They must leave my furniture as it is. Moving my truss, changing my bedroom upside down. Leave my furniture alone. Because I'm sure the reason why they shifted it was to make space in those 2 rooms that we used to live in, that we grew up in. Nabera space. That's why they move stuff around. Now you don't need to. You can put my key out if you want to, but leave my furniture alone. Don't move my furniture. Nobody needs to be sitting on a mattress. There are couches. Sit there. Like,
So all those things, guys, wrap me around in a cloth or whatever, or put me in. If they can put people in those boxes because they have corona, why the hell do we have to be buried in a casket? That some people even come and dig you out just to steal the casket. Like,
Yeah, hey.
you're going to the same heaven or hell, in the same, whether you're in a casket or in a box or a cloth, right? Depending on your belief. Your casket is not going to get you there more comfortably, like when I shoot like a first class or shoot like a business class.
And that week is expensive. Now people mustn't come that week. I told them there's not going to be a week of people coming to eat. The mourners must feed them. We are crying at home. We must feed you who is coming to no, guys, no.
Yeah,
no,
because
guys.
it's like what David is saying. It's like this culture. I don't know which culture is this, but when they bury, they don't use a coffin. They just wrap a person and then they go and bury you. And they don't even waste. Like when you go to Zimbabwe, if I die today, they bury me tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I always wish that I wanna teach my family that if I die today, the next tomorrow bury me. I don't want to have to
temporarily dead.
Yeah.
That's too fast.
Is that too fast?
What if I was just temporarily dead? I would wake up.
I don't want to confess. So what if I die today? If today is Thursday, which means by Saturday I must be buried. That's the latest. Yeah, they don't waste time. If a person dies today or even tomorrow, today people they can go during the day and dig the whole grave.
True.
Then Friday morning they do. So they don't have to do us South Africans that way. And I always might ask myself, in South Africa, we spend the whole week or almost 2 weeks catering people. Almost 2 weeks.
It's nonsense.
But and I was surprised when I go to Zimbabwe.
People that are doing that shit.
And I was surprised when I go to other countries. Oh, man, this person died today. Tomorrow they are burying that person. Man, I can save a lot of money.
And they must eat my policies. Now I left instructions too, David. I wrote a nice letter. I said, no memorials, no what, don't bother my family. My family must, when my policies pay, they must go to Westcliff, sleep over at a hotel, eat nicely. They must eat my money. They must chow it to come nice. I've got a funeral cover me that will pay out 30,000. They must bury me with that 30,000, nothing more. Nothing more. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, don't waste money on me when I'm gone. Use it and enjoy life. And then Halifetza, take a trip to Cape Town and throw my ashes or flowers. Lavish. Guys,
you find someone buying a coffin of 25,000 or 30,000 for a person who has died, but while he's still alive, that person, you've never bought something for that person. But the moment to die, you want to act like you care, buying me expensive coffee, and ask myself, Mara.
And that uncle, you see what Gail has written. Then comes that uncle that has never spoken to me in my adulthoodness, and then he wants to go and laula what my family must do about my funeral. No, those people must just sit down. You know those uncles. No, no, we can't. No, David, no, we must do this. No, that uncle must sit down.
And there's something about.
I'm telling you guys now. When I know I'm going, I will have the biggest comedy show ever, and that will be our goodbye.
Yes.
I don't want you at my funeral. People come to your funeral to see. Some people come to make sure you are really dead.
Yes, true.
See your wife for Vela is var bamusile o vaile diamond. She's alone. Baba mbatlo mo planela.
Some come for food.
The reason there's hundreds and thousands of people at black funerals is not to give you a fucking beautiful burial. It's for bullshit reasons that people must cut out.
Yeah, some come for food. Because I remember when I was still growing, I would have a list of funerals because I know that I want food. So I know even those people they don't know me, I have a list. Okay, that's street. I'm going to support this Saturday, and I'll be number one on the queue for food. Another Saturday, I'm there. I have list to who died this week. Okay. So so you will only see me on weekends. I will wear those work suits. So I know that in the funeral they will see me working hard. When I'm done, they must bring me good food so I can eat. So I will have a timetable. So I'm going there for food, not to cry with that person, just for food. That was my honest. Not to cry with those people. So we go with the different intentions when we go to the funeral.
True. Also to see who's there. I want to see who's at David's funeral. I want to see which cars are parked at David's funeral. What nonsense is that, Mara guys? Come on, stop it, black people. Let's stop it. Let's stop it, man. I know.
Guys, let's call it a night. This topic can go on forever.
Yeah.
It is. Some of us roll around in bed. We've got another 18 minutes. Maybe we'll be sleeping by past 2. Otherwise,
you got bed. Are you past 2?
Running around until 3:30.
Yeah, it's a struggle to sleep.
Debza rin teka tapelo. King Debza, I will teka tapelo more.
I will pray tomorrow.
Oh, today.
I will pray tomorrow. I didn't prepare the pray.
Prayer we prepare.
No. You know, that is why they say you must pray in your secret place, because some people prayers they can they can offend other people. So I might be praying now and I offend someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe guys, sometimes we can talk about the topic of saving money, because this thing is depressing. You told someone is with my life in the name of saving. Tolerate. Every cent that they have, they put it into savings, and the minute they die, people who are left behind, they ravage the money. So
that's why people chow their money while they're alive.
It's a balancing act. It's a balancing act. You must eat it yourself, and you must save.
That's why when you get to hospital, you have heart attack.
We'll talk about money tomorrow. Black people and spending.
Yeah, hey, good night. Some of us, we don't sleep.
None of us are going to sleep here. We know this.
Yeah.
But okay, let's pretend. Let's pretend it's nice. Good night. I'm sleepy. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, Victor, thank you for your insights, man. Yay. Interesting.
Thanks to everyone and their comments and everyone's comments, and Bomashapa, Bomonica,
Harelwane, Radlala. We're not fighting, guys.
We need to talk. We have to
talk. Yeah, guys, I baby rock. Hopefully, we won't see stuff that Victor was talking about.
Why are you paying your last respect? For what?
What am I? What?
No.
No. They want to lie. They want to go and lie. No.
But if you keep talking, this is another topic, so we won't finish.
Your funeral. Then they stay outside and talk. They stay in the cars.
They talk. They're drinking.
Drinking in their cars. They
go
buy their own food and come back and eat it outside. Guys, please. There is no justification of going to any funeral.
I don't want you. You can play these videos. You can play these videos for my family. Don't go to my funeral. You're going to be lying about me. No. Don't want you there.
There was this other guy. He was a thief. This guy never. So that guy, I grew up with him. So this guy, I told he was running, so he was hit by a taxi. Finally, at the funeral day, So, because people love to lie, you know. So this guy, I grew up with him, but as for me, I stopped this thing of being naughty, of stealing. So that's when I started to be okay. Let me live a simple life than this. Like, don't. So when at the final day, they got this preacher. This preacher was preaching. Oh, David. David was a good man. He was doing this and this, and you know that person was a thief. So one of the community raised up the hand and said, Pastor, stop lying, man. This person, hey man, hey, Urmoshile, hey, stop lying, Pastor. Stop lying. They stopped that pastor. Stop lying. This person was stealing. Why are you lying in front of us? We know this person was stealing. So it's not good to lie. Hey.
No, the worst
This
thing
thing of saying
is when people that hated you are speaking at your funeral.
Dude, hey.
That's disaster.
And I get it's about podium, really important. Somebody you've never spoken to in 6 months or a year. Kyo. Patung. Show off, showcase.
Guys,
Ke
my
movie.
family, I can count how many funerals I went to last year.
I don't.
So,
I'm not coming.
Yeah,
I get people also go, David. But you also know why. People also go so that when they die, people come to theirs. Now I told my family. Now I get my family knows. I said to them, if because I don't go mafu, la family thought I don't go. Wasala lona li live for, let them fisa li live for, it's okay. Bury me, the four of you. It's
you talk
okay.
about visit.
You don't need manpower to bury me. No, you don't. Lily
Yeah, I
for
think
you bury me.
I think what we need to do so that we don't feel we don't feel as if we are forced to go to pay our last respect. I think what we should do is respect every day. Respect everyone, so that even when they die, you know, I've always respected this person. So there's no need for me to go pay the last respect.
Amen.
So if you meet me today, pretend as if you respecting me for the last time.
Amen.
And then,
it's a disaster because in our small community, what David's saying that he does not go to funeral. So in our small community, if you don't go to the funeral, it's like they see you, but they will keep quiet. You go to the funeral, you don't eat at the funeral. It's like they see, but they will keep quiet. Because there was this other man who was not eating at the funeral, but he attend, but he does not eat. So at this place there was a funeral. That's like the mother passed away.
No one ate.
Nobody ate. People just come and watch, then they left.
Let me tell you, so guys, let me tell you a simple thing. So my wife is half Greek, half Zulu, right? So a lot of these things, when I met her, she didn't believe, she wasn't interested. One of our biggest fights used to be, I would fight with her because she wouldn't want to eat at mass gatherings where food is being cooked, funerals or whatever. My wife didn't want to eat there, right? But once or twice also, she'll be like, are you going to eat that? Sure. Then later on, when you are having a problem or there's food poisoning or whatever, and she's like, I fucking told you. So she had reasons. It's got nothing to do with religion, or it's a pure hygienic akitoja mo, because the jote the dish was saw and they were cooked so. And other people don't have a problem with that, and that's fine. So also, reasons for not going to, people ask me for pictures at a funeral in the middle of someone being lowered into the grave, or a pastor, you understand?
Yeah.
So now I start going, I can't be here, or I have to say, hey, Kaumeanya, you're like, it's a funeral. So I don't want that. And I don't want a person asking me for a picture in the mall. I don't go to the mall, guys. I stay home, or I don't go to the funeral. But I'm making an example. If you're being told Corona is here, guys, and now you want to be seen at this funeral, and you believe when you are VIP, it doesn't change the fact that there's Corona, and you might catch it at the funeral.
David, so put Corona away. Put you, because you are famous. I'm not famous, me. I don't go to funerals. I don't. My family battled with this. Eh? No, but also I figured, okay, guys, black people die all the time. Ne? Every 2 weeks, there's a funeral in the family. Go kai re tsoga ka 4 matsa wa driver to this very far away place. You bury it. And I thought this is becoming like a social gathering. Okare harina, we have no reason to gather. Therefore, every weekend, and I got tired. It was exhausting. And the petrol, and I was like, no, I'm done. I'm done with this life. So I told my family, please understand. You guys can go. I'm not going to funerals. And if you guys want me to go as part of a register so that I get that's another reason. To the house, you will bury me. Simple.
What is the most boring thing?
Go to your family or your family home and help and carry chairs and hold a pole while they are putting up a tent because I have a pole, and hold a leg while they're slaughtering. But your funeral, your actual, I'll go to your mother's house every day and buy gas and wood and transport people and give them a lift. Your funeral, the formality of a funeral, I'm not interested. It makes no sense why all these people have to be there to see this event. It makes no sense to me.
So for me, I'll have a problem if I have a wife who dies or my uncle, I'll have a problem because me, if someone dies, I don't want to see their corpse. I just want to see. So I can send other people just to confirm if is this Victor or is this who. But for me to go and look to be sure that person is he or she really that person, I don't do that. Even at home, if there's a funeral, I don't do that.
You'll bury stick.
All it is about the last
I'm afraid of a dead body.
No, for me, just about the last image of the person that you are seeing. What do you want?
So to me, I'm afraid because I remember the last day I did it. Hey, it took me for some months to be alone in the house because when I enter, just like I see that person, hey, so I said no, never again. It's like that person is following you.
You are still here. Yes.
She said good night, but she's still here.
The proper 4 hours in Chicago.
Yeah, 8
yeah, but they are up now. No? What's the time there now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this thing, it's another thing.
But I reckon, Victor, please, you need to be a regular man. You must use the link, Victor. When I know Zano has Eastern Cape stories. When you bring Limpopo flavor, so please, you must be a regular.
Because when I got the Chavez to be scared of a dead body, I remember at home. Even now, I'm old. If I have a funeral cover, I don't go away and pay that funeral cover where there are corpse and those things in there. I wouldn't even enter because I'm afraid of I can find someone dead. So this other day when I got there, this funeral cover, it's near the graveyard. So I'm afraid of those kind of things. So they sent me there. So when I got there, it was dark and there was this receptionist lady. She said, we're behind the house, come. So when I got there, I found that they were washing dead bodies. So I freezed that I freezed that day. Until they touched me. The moment they just touched me, I just ran. When I got home, I didn't even pay for that book. I gave them the book, said, don't ever send me again to pay this funeral cover. Since that day, don't send me.
We are at the back.
Hey, I found them washing dead bodies.
But David, we must get somebody who works at a funeral parlor. Hey? It would be interesting to hear stories from them. Anyone who works at a parlor.
One of my relatives in Kronstadt owns a mortuary and a funeral parlor.
Yeah, so hey, I don't go and pay. I can send
But guys,
someone.
can I ask something? Can I ask something? Ne? And without disrespecting anybody. Victor, I see you now. You're alive. I'm not scared of you. David, I see you. Debza, I see you. You're alive. I'm not scared of you. As soon as you don't have any more air, because this is what happens when you die. You don't have air anymore. Now I'm scared of you. Why? Why? Why?
Why?
No, it depends, Ori.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. You know why?
Why?
Because we can't pukela.
You know, but it's not easy for motor au pukele nje. It's not easy.
Yeah.
And it's rare for a person to meet a ghost. It's very rare. It's very rare. But in my township, it was not rare. Yeah, so it's rare to see a ghost, serious. But in my township, it was not rare. A ghost, you can see it, and ghosts are real, guys. If you don't believe it, they are real. It's just that it's the spirit that people, ba di berekile ka ditlhalo or motho spirit sa gae go se berekisha. And if that spirit they're going to berekisha, you'll never have peace on that township. If you want to I so sure, if you want to sepela kudu.
Oh, Jesus. Mm.
Yeah, so hey guys, hey, serious. This thing is real. Now I'm talking about things that I want to. A ghost is real. This thing, guys. If you keep on talking, won't finish. I have a lot of stories.
No, Victor, we are here every night, Monday to Saturday, for the rest of my life.
Let me give you the last story. The one that that's when I realized, oh my, witchcraft is real, guys. Now one person that I grew up sleeping on the floor on a sitting room.
Yeah, all of us.
Yeah, I have never slept on the bed. I started sleeping on the bed at the age of 21 years. That's when I knew sleeping on the bed. Because I couldn't share the bed with 3 guys. It was too much. So I wanted, and one of the person that I can't sleep wearing clothes. So I'm one person that sleep naked. So I can't share with guys. I might dream of something, hey, so I don't want disaster. So I don't want disaster. So that day when I slept, likely, I don't know what told me. I slept wearing clothes. Likely. Thank God for that. So this thing it happens for me. This thing of sleeping walking. So I don't know what happened. I just wake up, I open the door. Then I didn't even hit the wall, just open the door and walking. Then I can continue walking. And that day it's like I was going straight to the graveyard. I left home going to the graveyard, sleeping walking. So the moment when I reach small meedinyana before you can go to the graveyard. So there's a small river there. So you have to cross, then go to graveyard. So when you got there, you know, when you end a sleepwalking, it's like you are sleeping, but you can't feel that you're walking. So I can starting to feel cold, man. Why, man? Where's the blanket now? I'm trying to to fight with the blanket. I can't find the blanket, but I'm feeling cold. Ah, man, hey, I'm fighting the blanket. I'm feeling cold. So I don't know what makes me to wake up. The moment I wake up, I found out, oh, I'm in the graveyard. Hey, the U-turn that I did going home running. Oh, that day I ran. I ran going back home. When I get to the home, I found the door was open. I did a U-turn again. I found that maybe someone who entered in the house because the door was open.
you.
I ran. I have to run to another places so that I can sleep because I found the door open. I don't know who opened the door, and it was me.
Yeah.
So the next day, that's when I went home, and I was so shocked, and I didn't even tell anyone. Even now, they don't know what happened. I just kept quiet because I was scared.
Now they know.
Good night, guys. My battery dying.
4 hours.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Sharp, sharp.
Thanks for
Bye
watching.
bye.
See you tomorrow.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Hopefully I have the voice to do the show tomorrow. Show Tavik.